Okay, post-game time. Here we are again. We'll watch the intro like we always do, even though we've done all of it at this point, and then we'll get ready to get going. Let's just hope that my save file went through. Because if it didn't, and I booted up and I'm back on Citadel Argyle with 75 captured shadow Pokemon, I may have to figure out how I'm going to do this, because that would be unfortunate. But it did save right after the whole thing, so I think we'd be okay. Hey Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome. We're just about ready to get started with the post-game. And I have a vague notion that I'm going to sneeze in a moment. It's vague though, it's like somewhat lingering, but not really in the background. So we'll see if it surfaces before long or if it takes an hour. Alright, we'll wait this out for a few minutes and then we'll go. Probably let the music run through 2 times on a loop and then we'll go. Just to give people time. Alright, here we go. Okay, so the hard part is over for all of you. You no longer have to watch me catch half of the shadow Pokemon in the entire game in 2 sittings. So that part is over for all of you. The hard part for me has just begun, however, because as you may have seen from that there, we have 44 Pokemon purified out of the 82 Shadow Pokemon that we have caught. And that means I have a lot of walking to do, but I'll be doing it in between episodes. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, the Stream Edition. Today we're going to be starting the post-game, because we just finished the game last time. Give me 1 minute and then I can mute it. And today I need to tell you that we are at the mercy of trees. I will tell you why we're at the mercy of trees the second time, but the first reason is because my parents just got their Christmas tree and they're going to be hammering it into the floor like that. So I'm going to mute the mic now. Goodbye for a moment. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. I think that the pounding in my head has finally stopped. Anything of note really that we just did? I mean, obviously, Jovi had some words to say about a person with a beard outside, and basically what they do with the post game here is they kind of reset it so that you visited Citadark Isle but didn't quite beat the final boss. So it almost like resets time to before you beat the final boss, canonically. In my headcanon, what it actually is all of the Cypher people are awaiting trial, so they said, well, I mean, Citadark Isle's enough of a prison already, so just leave them there, they'll be fine. That's my headcanon anyway. Excuse me. What else have we got? We got a battle CD, so that's one of the ones. I think that one you have to have visited Citadark Isle, and then you can come back and collect it before you get to the post-game. But I said, I'm just going to beat all of Citadark Isle. I'm not going to leave the island once I get there. So I said, I'll just collect it in the post-game. No big deal. There's one other one that we're going to collect that's like that in a few minutes, and then there's one that's actually on Citadark Isle that we'll go back and get. But first, let's chat up everybody else in here before we go outside and see who the person with the beard is. So, Well, technically I already came back from it there, Ma, but you know. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, they're already practically done. I just need to get the last Shadow Pokemon, and there we go. And we'll get that today, so it won't be a big deal. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned it. But yeah, that seems to be the one. And I'll actually demonstrate what he means by it's impossible, quote-unquote, to purify when we get to the Purify Chamber, so. And there's your hint, by the way. So maximally using the power of the Purify Chamber means get the tempo up on everything. And then there you go, so. Oh yeah, so I didn't finish what I was saying about us being at the mercy of trees today. So the first thing was the Christmas tree, which they just finished up upstairs. I need to fix my team, good lord. What item do you have? Amulet coin. You keep that, Salomon, so you're going to need that, so we'll leave that. We'll leave everything else on everybody else, but I need to get a couple items out for other people. So that's the first tree that we're at the mercy of today, but for the rest of this episode, we are still kind of, sort of, proximally at the mercy of trees anyway. Because if you live in the northeastern United States, this may sound familiar to you. There was a pretty bad windstorm last night. I mean, sustained winds of about 40 miles an hour, gusts of up to 70. And as a result of that, there is a tree branch, like the size of twice my body, that is currently resting on a power line down the street. It's just started to creak off of the tree and sit on the top power line there. So at any point during the stream, we may completely lose power because that thing finally decides to fall off of the tree, and then, well, I guess I'm fucked, aren't I? So, yeah, that's fun. Thanks, power company, for not coming out and fixing that, even though you said you would. But, I mean, they're busy across the whole city, so I completely understand why. It's just a pain in the nutsack when you don't get done first. Why don't I get special treatment? I'm a streamer here. Anyway. Okay, fair enough. Sure, I didn't even know I had a fan club, but that's fine. You just rediscovered a game series, so you have to ask you, will I play the Shantae series? So I have never actually played or even picked up the Shantae series. I know about a little bit of it. I haven't seen any gameplay of it, to be honest, but I've given some thought to playing it at some point. So I'll see if maybe one day I'll give you that. Maybe one day I'll think about playing it. So I'll say maybe. That's that's the best answer I can give at the moment. I have a lot of games to play, but maybe. So yeah, I got almost all of them there, Aiden. I've got one left. As a matter of fact, we can look at the one left right now. Yeah, the Mikey fan club. Apparently the front desk person wants to create a fan club around the main character of this game, which is kind of creepy, if I'm being honest, because she's like way older than I am in character. So I don't really understand, but whatever she needs to do, she can do her thing and I'll do mine. Anyway, here we go. We're in the Purify Chamber. And everything is on standby, thank you. I guess you can enter the Purify Chamber from here too if you click Edit Set, so that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. My dog is barking outside, probably because he hears my father messing around with all of the stuff, and now he wants to come back in the house. So that's fun. I told them not to take him out until they were done, but no one listens to me. Anyway, so storage system. We have a bunch of Pokemon that are ready to be purified already. All the ones that are flashing in white there are already set to be purified, but I think the first thing that I want to do is actually want to get my normal team in here. So Salamence, you can stay. The rest of you, we're going to move you out for the others. So, and actually, I'm going to move Salamence out for the others as well. Let me put Flareon here. Braylon can go here. Salamence, you can go all the way down here. I'll do some sorting of my PC boxes eventually when I'm actually able to. And then it'll look a little bit better, but you know, we'll fix that later. For now, let's actually make sure that we're at a good pace here, shall we? So there's that. Now, we don't need to do more box operations. What we do need to do is we need to go into the Purify Chamber and stick a whole bunch of Pokemon in it. So let's go do that while we're here, shall we? Do a little bit of mass purification. We'll do a few of them soon. Actually, I should probably go outside first because then Kangaskhan and Magmar? Whatever one is in that one there I don't remember which one it is, but there's one that's in there that's practically done. So I should probably go outside first, and then when they're done, I can come back in and go from there. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong menu. Let's see. I'm actually going to take the amulet coin from you for right now. We'll give it to Agrin because it might come in fairly handy. Oh, and actually I need to move the team around a little bit too because the next battle that we're going to get into is basically just free EXP for Quagsire, so yeah, that should come in pretty good for us. Actually, I'm going to bring Agrin in too. That seems like it might be a good idea. And yeah, I think we're okay for that. Those two can hang out and they'll do their thing. But first, before we do anything else, let's check in with these people. I think the super trainer guy over there might re-challenge me, but I'm not 100% sure. I think we have to wait until after this event, though, to do it, because as it turns out, Egan is here, so that's cool. He's got something to tell us, so let's go see what that something is before we go fix the other shadow Pokemon that are almost purified in the chamber there. What's up, Egan? I did. I saw that it got cut off again. You think you need to work on your email sending there, buddy. It's been 5 years and you still keep cutting yourself off. This man has no idea how technology works. So. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I can imagine there's probably, I mean, he's right. All the trainers around Ore have changed their, restructured their team slightly. Basically, they've evolved their old Pokemon, so now they all are at, like, level 50 or above, which makes getting a bunch of experience pretty easy, at least the ones that you can re-challenge. There are no more Cypher Peons left at this point, other than, well, former Cypher Peons in the case of Mirror B, so. Oh, okay, fair enough. So where did you organize this Coliseum battle at? Let's find out. Steam has 2 Shantae games, just letting you know. Okay, so I'll go check them out. I'm currently playing Stardew Valley a little bit on my PC off stream, so I'll check on Steam when I log into it after I'm done with today's episode, and we'll see what they've got. So, I don't want to do this. So the Pichus will faint very easily from Earthquake. I think Agrin will also faint pretty easily from Earthquake, so I'm just gonna, like, do a little extra damage. Quagsire will be fine. Quagsire will be fine. We'll just attack, and then we'll Earthquake next turn, and then we'll go again. But, yeah, Egan's team is entirely composed of Pichus, Pikachus, and Raichus, and that's just fine, I suppose. What can you do, right? If that's what he wants to do. It's not going to get us a whole ton of experience just yet, but when the Raichus come out, then we'll start getting a little more. Because his team gets a little bit higher on the levels the further along in it you go, until we get to his Raichus, at which point they're even higher leveled than anything else we faced in the game, because these Pikachu are level 50, if I remember right, yeah. And I can almost KO them with Water Pulse. That's fun. So yeah, we'll do Protect Earthquake because it works real well. And then when the Raichu come out, I guess I'll switch Breloom in and hope I don't get thundered too badly. And we'll go from there. Thank you for the nice rain shower, though. I appreciate that. That will make keeping Quagsire's slimy skin slimy very easy. He does like his OG Pokemon, yeah. I don't know why they lean so hard into him having just Pikachu. Like, in Coliseum, he had the one, and it was like his lifelong partner, so maybe like it just had a bunch of children. I don't know, but it's there, I guess. Well, Agron will get to level 48, so that'll be good. Hey, Marie, how's it going? Welcome. You totally forgot about Postgame. Well, depending on how much of it you do, there isn't a whole lot of it, to be honest. So we'll do a good chunk of it, but there's still a bunch that we won't be doing that I'll be kind of keeping him down low there. Will Breloom live through 2 Raichus plus Earthquake? I don't actually know. Hopefully Egan is dumb and targets Quagsire with one of the Thunders, because I might actually KO Breloom with one of my own moves here. If not, because it might hurt a little. We'll see. Yeah, that's a big ow. Breloom, you're gonna faint. Oh, okay, I was faster than the Raichu. I don't know why, but that's cool. Goodbye. Maybe it was using counter? I don't know why it would use counter, but sure, Egan, why not? But yeah, the Quagsire just Earthquakes and it one-shots these guys. Like, I wasn't even worried about it. It's level 55 Raichu, but Quagsire's got enough physical attack. It wasn't even a big problem. Okay, so Braylon will be 48, so everyone except Flareon and Quagsire will be 48, so that's... I mean, that's okay. We'll get Flareon and Quagsire there soon enough. This battle got Quagsire quite a bit, though, so it's not bad. Actually, Quagsire might get there from... Oh, no, never mind. I thought the second set of experience hadn't rolled yet, but it just did, so... And he had 11 grand for us, which is really nice because I'm still going to need some more vitamins, as you'll see in a little while. I actually won't be using them this time because, well, Salamence is the one I'm going to use them on, and he's not purified yet, so, you know. Could you imagine Ash having like a Pichu instead of a Pikachu? It would be a little bit harder for him to get everything done, that's for sure. Hell, it might even make sense then that he keeps losing at the beginning of each new region. So that's where Egan organized the Coliseum event, or Coliseum. And that place is not for the faint of heart or for the faint of EV training. You're going to need all the help you can get when you go here because the trainers in here do not mess around. And that's where it is. We'll go visit, but I'm not going to do any of the rounds of Or Coliseum, which will also kind of cancel us out of the one side quest that we can do once we beat round 1 of Or Coliseum. I just don't feel like doing EV training in Pokemon Emerald in order to get my Pokemon ready for it, so yeah. Still got to purify the stragglers from the finale because you had like 28 Pokemon left to purify. Yeah, pretty much, yep. Cypher has their eyes on you. Didn't you just dissolve Cypher? We did, yeah. I guess we'll figure out... Well, actually, we won't figure out what that means because we're not doing any of War Coliseum. So... but yeah, so when he says the toughest trainers in the land, he means it. They have perfect IVs, or as perfect as they can get to have the proper hidden powers for coverage. They have competitive EVs. They're all level 60, and that is far and beyond above anything that our team is capable of facing at the moment. So we will probably go there and then immediately come back and not do anything with it. I'll just go there to show it to you, and that's it. So, but yeah, we got 11k out of him, so that wasn't too bad. Or Coliseum, the place that kind of nukes this game's roster. Yeah, just a little bit, except Snorlax. Snorlax nukes most things in Or Coliseum on its own if you competitively train it, but... Actually, probably Snorlax and Dusclops would be my best bets in terms of the Pokemon in this game that you could use to really get through this place quickly, because Dusclops has access to Helping Hand by Purification, and Snorlax has access to Self-Destruct through the Move Tutor, so... yeah, destroy the world with that if you still have a spare Earthquake TM to give Snorlax some coverage. And then there you go. But yeah, so there's Or Coliseum, way out there. The hand is there, but we'll be able to see that a little bit better when we actually go out to the end of the field. This is where you get all the TMs that we haven't seen yet, by the way, except for Overheat, Aerial Ace, Bulk Up, and Calm Mind. Those are the ones that are available on the higher floors of Mount Battle. The rest of the TMs, Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Return, Dragon Claw, you name it, it's probably in here. Unless it's Dig or Secret Power, those are not available in this game, but most of the other ones are, so. No, you're not meant to do Or Coliseum at all without importing stuff from your GBA cartridges. And yeah, there aren't a ton of options minus Self-Destruct Snorlax. You can do it, kind of, but... You basically have to use a cheat device to guarantee that you have competitive IVs in order to do it if you want to do it that way. Like, there's a person on YouTube who did an 100% playthrough of this game, and that was what he did, is he cheated in on his emulator perfect IVs on the Pokemon that he used so that he could use them competitively in Or Coliseum after he caught them as Shadow Pokemon. So, yeah, that's how that worked. And yep, you can go up to the reception area, that lady will take your order, and by that I mean she will let you go into Or Coliseum. There are 7 rounds to do. Each one is like every other Coliseum challenge in the series. There's 4 battles, and if you do the first round, you can actually start a side quest that eventually gets you a lucky egg after it has you running around the entire region for like 2 hours, but I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm just going to leave Or Coliseum alone. It's fine. I don't care. There's the hand, by the way, so it's just like it was in the previous game, and this is where it is on the Or World map. Turns out it wasn't too far away from where we were to begin with. Alright, but by now, Kangaskhan and insert other Pokemon's name here should be just about done in the chamber. So let's go do some purification, And then we'll go look for the final Shadow Pokemon of the game. And after that, we'll start working on getting our team to 50. There's Kangaskhan, and there's Rapidash. That's what it was. And yeah, then we'll start working on getting our team to 50. We'll start working on battle CDs, and we'll go from there. So, let me heal first, though. You know, it's Gen 3 and all, but do not use this game's roster in like 9 instances out of 10. I mean, they're okay enough for getting through the main story, but competitively, there aren't a whole lot of really good options, sans like Salamence and the last Shadow Pokemon. I don't even know if you can use the legendary birds in Ore Coliseum. I think they might be banned, to be honest, so I don't remember, but it's possible. She'll take your order, man. I bet you aren't as good at taking orders as Squidward. We serve food here, sir. Sorry, that's the best Squidward impression you're gonna get out of me, yeah. That sounded like Squidward mixed in with Droopy, to be honest. Your floor, sir. Oh boy. I'm gonna need the Sharp Beak out of my PC, by the way, because we're gonna give that to Salamence eventually. But first, let's go purify a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Duking Strays. Yeah, that, indeed. The only Pokemon that would have been able to handle Zapdos in this game is Electivire. Oh yeah, Electivire would definitely handle it if it was in this game, that's for sure. Resist that Drill Peck. Doesn't take much from Grass Knot, I think. Although Grass Knot isn't even in this game. What hidden power did Zapdos run in Gen 3? I don't even remember. And hello, Ventus. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zapdos is banned in Ore Coliseum. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. There's Earthquake without using a TM, so that's not too bad for Kangaskhan. That's actually a big plus for it if you're going to use it in the Coliseum. So, also gets Sing back, so that's not bad. I think gets Body Slam, if I remember right, too. Or Dizzy Punch, one or the other. Both are good. One a little better than the other, but, you know, both are good. I think it follows limited competitive rules, and most legendaries are banned. You know, all those birds you just stole, you can't use them. Oh, great. Don't worry, I have a use, and one and only use, for the legendary birds that we just caught. And we'll be seeing that soon enough. But first I have to purify... I forget, I think we have like 12 or 13 Pokemon that finished out their purification while we were on Dark Isle. So we're going to purify them all now, see what their moves are, and then we'll go from there. So, Rapidash gets back Solar Beam. Also gets Baton Pass, which from my understanding, according to Marie, this is the only Rapidash in existence that can get Baton Pass, so that's just great. Also gets Sunny Day, and probably gets Flamethrower as well, so. This is the best Rapidash in Pokemon, free Solar Beam and Baton Pass. Yeah, it's a big plus for it, that's for sure. Okay, so now we're going to edit the sets, and we're going to put in 9 Shadow Pokemon that are ready to be purified. And I don't think that'll quite get all of them. Let's let them load first. Arbok, we're finally going to purify you, my child. Thank you for all of your service, but we're going to purify you now. You can finally rest. Alright, so let's get everybody else in there first. I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 and then Arbok will be 11. And we just did 2, so that'll put us at a solid 13 more purified than we had before. I think if I did my calculations correctly, there's a total of, I think 25 left to purify after I do all the ones that are already done. Like the ones that we're doing right now, that is. So. Alright, let's put Farfetch'd in here. It doesn't matter if the tempo is good, bad, or rather the flow is good, bad, or in between right now because we're just putting them in to immediately purify them, so, oops. And then we'll put the other ones back after that. We might even get a few more purifications done on screen today while we're running around doing other stuff, so that's not too bad. And like I said, I'll organize this shitstorm of a PC box eventually. I'm just gonna do some stuff here. I'll probably do it off screen while I'm walking around for the final time ever, purifying everything else, so. I'll be doing my last walking session. It'll be great. Alright, so Arbok, you can hang out. You and Pinsir will go in just a minute, but let's get these 9 done first. Love how convenient the Purify Chamber was, how someone had the foresight to make an alternative to the Relic Forest because of the threat Shadow Pokemon originally presented. Yeah, and mechanically speaking, it's so much easier, so it allows them to expand the roster of Shadow Pokemon so you don't have to walk around for 8 hours. I'm definitely glad for that. And I'm glad that they kind of were able to say, oh, well, you know, it could happen again, so let's include this in because it's a perfect game mechanic to expand on the roster and everything. So, okay, so Primate gets back Cross Chop, which is, it's iffy. It's okay, but it's not great. I'd still use Brick Break over that just because of the accuracy and the power points. But it gets Helping Hands, so that's not too bad, I guess. Not really tanky enough to really have Helping Hand do a whole lot unless you're surf spamming like I did in the previous game. But, you know, it's there. I don't think Raticate will be good no matter what, so it's just Raticate, so we'll just, you know, purify it and move on. There are a lot of free Helping Hands. Must have sucked that you were terrible at doubles. Yet, use Helping Hand. Use Helping Hand in this game. It is really good. Every battle's a double battle, so you should use the move that lets you do double battles most effectively. So, yeah, get Super Fang and Refresh, which is not really great. So, now let's purify the water type that I was originally going to use before I realized that my levels would be totally lopsided. Like, if I had used Golduck as my water type, we probably would have been on Citydark Isle in, like, episode 9, like, at the end of it or something. And then I would have said, okay, so now we're going to stop Citydark Isle for the next 2.5 episodes while I get Golduck up to snuff, and then we'll come back. So, it does get Waterfall back, though, so that's not bad. And Charm is also okay. I didn't really use those moves too much because I had dual screens, but yeah, if you're not using dual screens, having access to, like, Charm or Feather Dance, not bad. Helps a little bit with the physical attacks that you have to endure, so. Love how this ribbon is exclusive to this in the previous game. Yeah, if you didn't get it here, you ain't getting it again, so. This Dodrio is not bad as a flying type either. I think it gets access to Drill Peck when you purify it, if I remember right. And then it has Tri-Attack by Move Relearner, so. Yeah, there's Drill Peck. And then it gets Baton Pass. Okay, that's not bad. It can pass agilities to people. It doesn't really get a whole lot of coverage options other than its normal and flying type stab, so, you know. I mean, I guess you could use Steel Wing, but... Steel Wing. Steel Wing on a non-stab Pokemon, I should say. I'm going to use Steel Wing in Gen 2, but that's because I don't have too many options in Gen 2. Alright, Farfetch'd, let's see what you've got. You, I think, also get Baton Pass back, which is nice because you have access to, like, Swords Dance and Agility. By level up. Yeah, there's Baton Pass, so. And there's Swords Dance, okay. So it wouldn't be a bad passer. I don't think I'd use it, but it's there, in case you want to. I used to really like Farfetch'd, probably because it was considered very bad, and that was part of the charm for it, but I've sort of fallen off the bandwagon, the counterculture bandwagon at this point. So. Nice that this ribbon is still coded into the game so that you can see it. It's okay, you think it'll get Drill Run down the line, just wait, 4 generations, yeah. We'll get there eventually. Just gotta pass it up the line until then. Altaria gets Dragon Breath back. It would have been nice if it got Dragon Claw, because, well, you can't get that till the post-game, but Dragon Breath isn't terrible, I guess. Dragon's kind of a worse normal in this game. It's like a special attacking type normal move. And, I mean, I used Dragon Breath in the last game to pretty good effect for catching Shadow Pokemon, so... Yeah, it gets Heal Bell back, so that's pretty good, because Altaria is actually a pretty decent cleric, if I recall correctly. But, yeah, Solar Beam is probably meant to be used in a team with Rapidash. So, I mean, they probably cover each other's weaknesses pretty good. They have a shared rock weakness, but other than that, I think they're pretty good together. Sableye gets Shadow Ball, that's good. And it gets Helping Hand, so it's the second ghost type in the game that can endure a Snorlax self-destruct. It's probably the worst of the two, because Dusclops is a way more tanky, but, you know. Yeah, we got it from Lavrina, so I don't even know why it gets Solar Beam. It's not like she was using Sunny Day or something. So I don't know. Something funky going on there, that's for sure. So here's the last ghost type in the game, and it's the reason why you can't get a full ghost chain without importing something from the GBA games, because you only get 3 ghost types in this game. It gets Feint Attack, which is pretty bad for it, actually. It also gets Helping Hand, so I guess that's nice. All the ghost types apparently get Helping Hand, so they can, you know, endure a Snorlax self-destruct. No, Shadow Ball is not good since it's physical and Shadow Ball is special. In Gen 4, yeah. In Gen 3, Shadow Ball is still considered physical. And Sableye has higher physical attack, so it's not actually too bad for it. Yeah, if it was Laverina, who the F knows? I mean, she isn't exactly the most competent person in the world, as we'll see in a moment when we try to purify Shadow Lugia. Impossible to purify my ass, as we'll see. Okay, so Magmar gets Fire Blast. I would have really preferred Flamethrower, but I guess I'll spend the 4,000 Poke Coupons. Does it get Flash Fire? Because if it does, Follow Me isn't bad, actually. It's, and I mean, Cross Chop is just it trying to be that Elekid that we got from that one guy. What was his name? The one that gave us the Togepi. That guy. I don't remember what his name is. Doesn't matter. Wait, you forget this is still Gen 3. Yeah, Hortle, I think, or something like that. It started with an H, so I think you're right, though. I think it is Hortle or Hortel. You forget this is still Gen 3. That's okay. No big deal. I'll be here to remind you. I'm not trying to be a dick, just, you know. Yeah, impossible to purify under normal circumstances, but none of them prepared for the Purify Chamber. Hordell, that's his name. It's got a D in it. Hordell. There, it just clicked in my head. I don't know why I wasn't even looking at his Elekid, but there you go, it's Hordell. Okay, so what else have we got left? We got a Pinsir that's ready. Yep, there we go. And we got Arbok, who's finally ready to be purified. Where's Arbok? There's Arbok. Come with me, sweet child. Let's release you from this prison. And then once we're done with the both of these two, we'll figure out what we can do with Shadow Lugia. Yeah, Del, not Tell. Oh well, I'm horrible with names. It's gonna level so many times, oh my god. I forget how many Shadow Pokemon that Arbok was actually alive for. We're gonna find out in a minute, though. It'll probably level... Well, let's see. You can put your guesses up, I guess, if you want to see how many levels it's going to go up before it goes. I'm going to say 3 levels. So that's my estimate. Pinsir gets Helping Hand, so that you can Earthquake with Pinsir on the field because it resists it. That's about all Pinsir can do in this one because it doesn't get any good bug moves. Yeah, almost half of them. All of Citydark Isle, yeah. That's true, so it'll go. Anybody have any additional guesses? If you do, you got about 5 seconds to put it in, so I'll give you a countdown. And then I'll wait 5 extra seconds so you can actually get there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Maurice says 4, Lifeblood says 6. Let's find out. It's okay, in 3 generations, Pinsir will get a buff, yeah. Only then. Poor Pinsir. Most of the Pokemon in this game, though, got some buff, at least, in Gen 4, because, you know, the physical special split helped them out. Case in point, Pinsir, because then he could, I think, get X-Scissor in Gen 4. So. Alright. And if you weren't going to use Arbok as the best Shadow Pokemon in the game, it isn't a bad Poison type either. It gets access to Sludge Bomb before the post-game, so that's not bad. Always a good sign. It gets Refresh, not that it really needs it with Shed Skin, but if you had the Intimidate version, it might be a good move to keep. You can give it Earthquake, you could give it Body Slam, and there you go. So, I mean, it can get Rock Tomb as well, if I remember correctly. I think it can get Rock Slide at the very least, but you'd have to trade it to get that, so I'd just give it Body Slam from the Tutor and Earthquake from TM, and there you go. It only got 3,682 experience. That's not going to be 3 levels. That we'll be lucky if that's 2, actually. Yeah, that's only 1. Wow. Well, that was a little underwhelming, but okay, fair enough. 3682, how did it not get more than that? I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that it was because Arbok was dead so many times. That's my guess. But, alright, you don't have to do this in set 5. I just like putting Shadow Lugia in the very center of all these perfect tempo chambers. So, but yeah, once you get perfect tempo in all 9 of the chambers, you can actually take Shadow Lugia and stick it in one of the chambers. It doesn't matter which one, and when you do that, something's different about the Lugia. Maybe it's ready to purify. Now, you can't be cheeky and take it to the Relics Forest and purify it there if you want, because as soon as you pull it out, yeah, the shadow bar goes back, so you can't just take it out, put it back in. So, yeah, we'll just purify it here, and there goes the bar once again. So just in case, I don't think anybody demonstrated that on YouTube, at least not from my knowledge, so, but yeah, if you try to pull it out and take it back, it'll go back to being full shadow. So, kind of neat, actually, because you don't see that interaction anywhere else, but we have to purify it in the Purify Chamber, which is what we're going to do right now. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep the cool, edgy paint job, but Lugia's regular paint job is pretty cool, too, so I'll take it. She did make a Pokemon that can't be purified under normal circumstances, yeah, because, again, none of them anticipated the Purify Chamber. If they did, well, they would have been, this game wouldn't be beatable, I suppose. So Lugia gets access to a few pretty good moves. It gets access to Psycho Boost, which was normally exclusive to Deoxys in this generation. It gets Feather Dance, which is a pretty solid move that it didn't have access to before, if I recall. It gets Earthquake, which it gets by TM. And it has access to Hydro Pump as well, which it gets by Level Up. And before the day is over, I will have destroyed its entire offensive moveset and made it more akin to what Lugia normally is, which is a stalling god. Because I need it to be a support option for a particular super boss fight in about 15-20 minutes, so. Yeah, it actually wasn't that hard. I just had to get perfect tempo, and there we go. Yes, we have. No problem. I'm just glad Lugia is okay. Any fancy words there for me, Jovi? No, it actually wasn't at all. If you know how type advantages work in this game, you could purify it. It's fine. Psycho Boost, the best stab move that Lugia could have gotten. Never shirked. How do you shirk? I would assume it's because you didn't know how type advantages worked? I don't know. Maybe if I didn't go to the trainer school, they would have said, oh, well, what are you doing? I got nothing. All right, but let's just run down the line with the Pokemon that we had in here before, and then we'll go from there. Chansey or Lickitung? Going in the normal set. I guess we'll stick Chansey in the normal set. Because whatever. Wasn't there before, but who cares? I mean, Lickitung is pretty bad, so like, what do I care if it isn't, you know, in the correct set for the full flow effect. Leave you there. Hitmonlee. Actually, Hitmonlee might be done by the time today's over with, so place you there. Hitmonchan, I gotta find one where you can go too, because you're fighting for a spot with your brother. Oh, that works. I even get a flow bonus. Perfect. Swellow, let's stick you in set 5, since I'm not really going to use you. It's not really the best Shadow Halfer, because it just doesn't have the defense to really be that great at it. It pretty much does what Arbok does, except more magnified. It, like, Shadow Halves, and then it immediately dies. So, yeah. I think you go there. And then where's Golduck? Golduck and Sableye go not in the chamber, they go over here in the PC. And I don't need to go there either. I think I'll sort this later, though. I think I'll sort this, like, I'll look at the actual correct order online, and then I'll sort it once I have that, so. And I'll just purify them in the order that I see them, basically. Stick you up there, and there we go. Okay, so we got a bunch of Pokemon left to purify. Let's go see how many we've got left in total. Literally no one chooses to ignore the Purify Chamber. It's too good of a feature. We played the previous game, yeah, so if I ignored it, I'd just be gimping myself now, wouldn't I? Let's see. Oh, good, we're at 58, so we've got a total of 25 left, including the Dragonite that we've got, so that shouldn't actually be too bad in terms of the walking that I need to do. Purify Chamber is basically cracked, yo. It like, really, really purifies very quickly. Even by comparison to just walking around in the previous game, I shouldn't need to walk around nearly as much, so. Alright, and now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this, because there's another battle that we're going to go do that has the last Shadow Pokemon in it, and it's actually in Gateon Port, which is funny because we need to go there anyway in order to get the last battle CD, so we're going to go do that. But before we do that, I need to set up my team in a very specific way, because I can defeat this super boss with the team that I currently have. But it's going to feature a lot of me having to revive people, basically. Like, I'm going to end up just reviving over and over and over again. So instead of that, we're going to treat it like a little bit of a puzzle and try to use the pieces that we have that are an appropriate level to try to actually beat the opponent. So that's what I'm going to go do. The crux of this is the Lugia that we just got, so we're actually going to stick Lugia in the team. It's going to be very important, as you'll see in a few moments. We'll stick our team over here. We're also going to bring all 3 of the legendary birds with us because they'll also be important. So, you ain't never seen somebody beat the super boss like this before, I'll tell you what. At least I haven't, anyway, so. Moltres, yep, you're coming with me too, even though you have, like, no advantage against this person, but I'm still gonna use you like that, so. Actually, no, keep Raylum over there because Quagsire's still 47. And we'll keep Salamence in the team as well, but I want to bring a Shadow Halfer, so... Oh yeah, let me put Gardevoir over here. So, Electabuzz, you're coming with me. I almost said Electivire, but there you go. Okay, so we'll take this team with us. I need to get Lugia a few different moves first before we can actually take on the Super Boss, but, you know, we'll be able to do it a little bit easier that way. God, this looks so lopsided. Oh my god. I need to stop looking at it. It's going to activate my OCD, and I'm going to spend 20 minutes fixing it right now, so let's not do that. Let's get the hell out of here. Excuse me, Mom. I got to go get Lugia some moves. You know, keeping all the Shadow Pokemon stuff secret is nearly impossible because of all the Shadow moves. Yeah, exactly. Use Shadow Storm. What the fuck is Shadow Storm? Don't worry about it. It sounds like so many until you realize you can just purify 9 at a time and faster than conventional methods. Yeah, and actually, if you include some Shadow Pokemon in the team, you can purify 15 at a time because you can put 6 in your team and walk around with them while you're purifying the others. It's not as fast, but it goes pretty quick, so. Alright, so eventually we want to get here, but I'm going to make a big circle around the ore region to go and get a couple of things, because we need to go here to get a move from the Move Tutor, we need to go here to get a move from the Move Reminder, we need to go here to get... Or no, we need to go here, actually, before that, because we need to get a Battle CD that we were missing. We need to go here to get the Light Screen TM, because I never bought it, and then we'll be able to go to Gateon Port and catch the last Shadow Pokemon. So let's do our world tour, shall we? This would also be a good time to collect up on any Battle CDs that you haven't gotten, by the way, in case you didn't do that when I did it, because we're making a grand tour of the whole thing, so... Why is it every time effective no matter the type? Because Cypher didn't feel like learning type advantages. That's why they didn't expect the Purify Chamber, because they were like, man, type advantages are so hard to learn. Let's just make it so we have a move that's effective against everything, so I don't have to learn it. Except for us. Yeah, that is quite the circle, isn't it? So, I mean, we're only doing like one thing in each place, but I hope you didn't like Lugia's moveset, though, because I'm about to destroy it. So let's get started, shall we? So we already taught Body Slam to Breloom. If I had Sludge Bomb, I'd probably teach it that instead at this point, because it'd be more useful. But I'm going to take Thunder Wave. We're actually going to teach that to Lugia, because it'll be useful in the coming fight. So, yeah, we needed to purify Lugia before this fight, because I need to use it as a support Pokemon, so that the rest of the team can just go on blast. Alright, so we're going to keep Feather Dance. That's the only one of these 4 moves that we're actually going to keep. So let's start from the bottom, because that's where Thunder Wave is going to be, is down here. Yeah, I can relearn Hydro Pump by taking it to the Move Reminder, so I'm not worried about that. The other 2 moves? Not so much. But, like I said, I'm never going to use this Lugia again after this episode, and once I'm done playing this game, in order to even play another GameCube game after this, I have to delete this entire save file because I don't have enough blocks on my memory card to keep it. So if I want this Lugia for something and I want it having Psycho Boost in a later generation, if for some godforsaken reason I decide buying Pokemon Home is actually worthwhile, which to me it's not, but that's a subjective thing, I'll just play the game again. I enjoy it enough. Might as well play it again. Don't you just love how you can just teach something to UA for free in this game? Yeah, it's pretty great. I like it. It is kind of destructive. You haven't bought it and you don't think it's worth? Okay, well I'm glad that I'm not alone in it at the very least, so. Alright, so the next thing we're going to get Lugia, actually before we do that, I'm going to give it the Sharp Beak, because Okay, so here's the problem with Gen 3 legendaries like Lugia, is that they learn their moves, well, in Lugia's case anyway, it learns its moves at every 11 levels, and it doesn't get its signature move, Aeroblast, until level 77. If it could get Aeroblast, this next battle would be a moot point because I'd just give it the Sharp Beak and it could one-hit KO 5 out of the 6 Pokemon on the next person's team, but it doesn't get that. So we're going to have to make do with a move that is far worse. far worse than Aeroblast from the move reminder. So let's use a few of our coupons to get Lugia a same type attack bonus move, like Gust! The Mighty Gust. Whip up a Whirlwind. Yes, it's actually going to be useful in very loose terms for this next battle, because it's a stab move that's super effective against 5 out of the 6 Pokemon on the next person's team. So, and I'm going to delete Psycho Boost for that because I'm a monster, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm sorry if anybody suffers from this, but it has to happen for this to work okay. So, it's $15 for what Bank did and the GTS. There's a GWS and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pro. We can't access it yet, if you've seen correctly, because it's not live yet. Oh, okay, so they still have to get that live. Okay. By the way, if you're thinking of using Salamence, or if you need a spare coverage move, it might not be a bad idea to use a few of your Poke Coupons here to get a spare Flamethrower TM, which I think I already have. Yeah, I've got one. So when Salamence is purified, I'm going to teach it that as well. It gets really good moves to start with, though. It gets Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, and Aerial Ace by purifying. So it's already in really good shape right from the start. So you don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so that's 2 moves. I need to get a third one, but I also need to get a Battle CD. So let's head to Feynac and do that first. And then we'll go from there. We could also go to Cypher Lab to meet up with some old friends, but I don't have my normal team with me right now, so we'll go meet up with our old friends later when I'm actually interested in getting my team up to level 50, which is after I catch the final Shadow Pokemon, so, you know. But yeah, if you go back into Phaynix Stadium, and again, I think this is if you've, like, you can do this before beating the game. I think you just have to come back from Citydark Isle once you've visited it the first time, and then you can just come in here and run right past this lady to the shiny over here. So I don't think she battles you. I don't want to battle her with this team anyway, but I guess I can check and see what she says. Hi there. No, not anymore, because there aren't any battles here anymore, right? There is quite a bit, and we've enjoyed some of it, but not all of it just yet. We'll get there. We'll enjoy more of it soon enough. Pretty much once I get all the battle CDs and I get my team to level 50, I don't really have much else to do other than do the battle CDs, so we'll be doing them for the next discernible future once we do all this other busy work. So it's either import or bust for getting Pokemon registered to your Dex. Good thing you have a living Dex up to Gen 7. Yeah, that actually helps a little bit, yeah. Well, a lot, really, because that's a lot of Pokemon. Don't have to trade except for the Galarmons. Yep, exactly. Alright, so to Realgam Tower, I probably should have bought this earlier, but we can do it now. No big deal. I hope I remember to do one panel battle bingo before this is all over with. I might do it today, depending on how much time we have at the end. Excuse me, just to get it out of the way. Because I know we're going to be doing the battle CDs for like a stream and a half. There isn't much to do after the battle CDs are done, though. It's pretty much just Steve wants to do the Link battle that we've been talking about. That'll probably be tomorrow. And then after that, it's the secret ending, and then we're done. So, and I mean, we could do more of Mount Battle. I'm going to do Area 6 today to get our levels closer to 50. But we could do more of that, but I'm not really interested because I'd have to grind and raise my Pokemon, and I think once I'm done with the game, I'm going to want to play something else rather than train them in between the 2.5 weeks that I'm going to take off, and then I just want to start something new. New year, new game, you know how that goes, so. Alright, so we got TM16 light screen, and that's what I want for Lugia. We have Feather Dance for the one and only situation where we'll actually have to deal with physical attack in that battle. And then we have Light Screen for the rest of it, because there's a lot of special attacks in that battle, so... Alright, so what do we got for Light Screen? I won't take away Earthquake, because we want Gust, Light Screen, Feather Dance, and Thunder Wave to be our moveset, so that's going to be fantastic. Best Lugia moveset ever. Remember that you can get the Manaphy Egg up until February 21st if you have those two. Yeah, free Mythic, yep, exactly, so that helps a little bit. Gives you a little incentive to get that, because it's probably kind of hard to get otherwise, because you'd have to, like, trade up for it and stuff. So, oh yeah, and as it turns out, this Lugia has a brave nature, so that actually kind of helps our attack power out a little bit. It's pretty silly, but I'll take it. Gust is physical in this game, so if it makes it a little easier to use, then hey, I'll take it. I'm going to stick Light Screen up here. I'm going to need it a little bit more, so... but yeah, so there's our illustrious Lugia moveset. And most of the damage is probably just going to come from our Shadow Pokemon, but, you know, it's there. We're going to want to get Salamence in at some point, because he's currently holding the Amulet Coin. But Lugia's got the Sharp Beak, we've got Gust, we've got all the moves that we need, so now we're going to head off to Gadeon Port and confront the quote-unquote super boss of the game. If you want my honest opinion, the trainer at Area 100 of Mount Battle is closer to a super boss, because he actually uses legendaries and his Pokemon are like level 70, but, you know, we won't be demonstrating that. So for the purposes of this stream, he's the super boss of this playthrough. So let's go do that, shall we? Anyone who beat Let's Go and have the save along with Sword and Shield can get a Mew and Jirachi for free in Florama Town. The one game that gives you free mythics. You can tell Game Freak didn't make them. Yeah, fair enough. Ah, okay, so yeah, once you've snagged all 82 of the other Shadow Pokemon, you can actually just come to Gadeon Port, even if it's immediately after beating the game. And the Mirror Radar will tell you that he's here, so now we can actually go and see what he's up to. I need to be here anyway, because we need to ride the Robo-Kyogre over to Citydark Isle, so I can grab the last battle CD as well, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. First, we gotta go to the tallest place up here, because if anything, Mirror B needs a stage. And what better stage is there than the highest point in all of Gadeon Port? So let's go see if he's hiding out up there. Spoiler alert, he is. I would think that he might have gone to, like, the Krabby Club or something, but maybe they thought the music was a little unfitting. And they said, nah, we'll just give him the music. His music, because when you get up here, his music is up there. I think the elevator's locked, by the way, judging by the bars on the door. So I'm just going to take the long way around. Go to the Krabby Club after. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he actually goes there after you beat him here. Like, once you've caught the last Shadow Pokemon, I think he actually goes to the Krabby Club, if I remember right. We'll find out once we're done here. I might have to leave town and come back, though, to make him go there, but we'll see. Yep, found him. He's definitely up here, and if the music wasn't enough of an indication, here's all his Ludicolo. Well, all but one of them. He has 5 in his team right now. Count them, 5. Hi, Trudley. Well, if anything goes to plan here, this will be the last time I'm messing with your plans, because after this you won't have plans, so... Well, that's the idea. That was what I was asking the first time I saw them. You were rooted to this spot anyway, sir, but whatever. Anyway. But yeah, you can see the shuffling of feet up there and the quaff of an afro shadow, but if you talk to Folly, I think if I remember right, it actually pans up to show him. Yeah, there he is. In all of his glory. Well, at least he has a team of people that support him, I suppose. Because they want to get paid, that's why they're supporting him. Alright, let's get ready to snag the last Shadow Pokemon. We have plenty of Ultra Balls left from Citydark Isle, because I only ended up using like 29, if I remember right. And then, we got enough healing items. We won't need any of these after this. I may even sell all of them, to be honest, because we won't need them, but we'll get there in a little bit. I took these out even though I'm probably not going to need them this episode anyway. As a matter of fact, I know I won't, because Salamence isn't ready yet, but we'll get there. First, though, I have a date with Destiny, and that Destiny's name is Mirror B. I want you to turn around and fight me. That old man is a witness to that statement. Thanks, Trudley. Oh, boy. How could you even hear the music over all this wind? Unless it's all in your head, which is possible. I mean, look at how big his afro is. You could probably fit a boombox in there. Well, if it's the last of its kind, that means once I snag it from you, then Cypher will be finished forever. You know, because all of their people are being arrested, right? Well, that's good, because I'm not running from you, Mirror B. Let's finish this. Okay, so now we have to fight Mirror B for the final time. And, of course, we get his fantastic music back one last time. Like I said, he has 5 Ludicolo on his team. My strategy is fairly simple. I want to get Light Screen up, and I want to paralyze one of them, and then I just want to blast all 4 of the other ones until the Shadow Pokemon comes out at the end. Then we'll deal with the last one. Now, he does have Fake Out because he likes to set up Rain Dance on this team. So because of that, I'm thinking Lugia is probably going to be the one that's going to get Fake Outed. I'm not really sure, but I think that's how it's going to go. And for Articuno, I mean, we could set up Shadow Sky, but he basically just reestablishes Rain Dance when you do that, so you're going to end up having to, like, switch this every turn, so I might just chill, honestly. Let's see who he Fake Outs, and that'll determine how bad off we are. Okay, well, I mean, that's not awful. I'm going to have to survive a couple of Hydro Pumps next turn, but... Well, if they double-team Lugia, they'll knock it out, but... Oh, okay, I got a crit, nice. But that'll mean one of them gets KO'd, so... You get an afro that large, your hair might be super curly or overly styled. Take it from someone who has an afro and she wears her hair natural. Yeah, I could see that being a bit hard to, like, keep in place, you know? Like, I mean, probably that's one of the benefits of these older games is that if you have a hairdo like that, you can just leave it in place and you don't get to see all the loose ends and stuff, you know? So... Alright, 2 Hydro Pumps in the rain, 7 levels higher. How bad is this gonna be? Ow. Alright, if you spread the damage out, okay, he did. Even if we would have taken that, we would have been okay. Lugia would have lived with like 60-ish HP, probably, judging by how much Articuno took from that. They've got about the same special defense, so... And that's 1 Ludicolo down. We got a Light Screen up. They don't have Brick Break, so that'll help us quite a bit. And then we'll just paralyze the other one, and then we'll just go deal with all the rest. You gotta watch one of his female Ludicolo, though, because one of them has the elemental punches, including Ice Punch, which would probably hurt a little bit if I didn't just put up Light Screen, but, you know. Alright, so let's paralyze you, and then we'll deal with the rest. This is not the one that has the elemental punches. It's the one that flinches you to death. And if the legendary birds faint, other than Lugia, I'm okay with it. Because they don't gain happiness anyway, or lose it, as it turns out, when they're Shadow Pokemon. They just keep fighting. Yeah, Hydro missed again. Who would have thought? Convenient for me, because now I don't have to heal Lugia this turn. And Articuno I'll heal next turn. We'll just leave it out. It's doing pretty good. I'd like to get Zapdos in here eventually, but we'll get there. Maybe now would be a good time to get Zapdos in here, actually, because Articuno's going to faint. So that'll be fun. Alright, well, we'll call it out of reverse mode anyway, just to go for it. And Lugia, let's see how much Gust does. Sharp Beak boosted, Brave Nature, probably a decent attack IV, I don't actually know. But it's there. Let's see how much it does if I don't flinch. Gonna have to heal next turn, but that's okay. Big half of its HP bar with 40 base power. Yeah, that actually did about a third. That's not bad, all things considered. Okay, so there goes Articuno. That's fine. I don't want to bring in Moltres, if possible. I mean, it'll probably, under a Light Screen, still live a Hydro Pump, but I'd like to waste the Rain Dance turns if I can before I do that, because that'll make it a little easier to actually use it, so... Yeah, gonna heal Articuno. Did you say reverse mode? Most definitely not, but sure, go off. Go off, game. You can do it. It's fine. This battle isn't... I'm making this battle probably more complicated than it actually is, because you could probably just blast and keep reviving, but... I wanted it to be more of a puzzle, so... I said, let me use the pieces that I have and make it a puzzle, and here we go. Here we are, using the legendary birds to solve the puzzle. You won without reviving as a kid. I think it's easier to do if your Pokemon are at a higher level, which mine are not. And I think it's also a little bit easier to do if you change the weather around, which means if you have like a slow Pokemon that has Sunny Day, you could just run them out of Rain Dance power points if you really wanted to. I don't think they all have Rain Dance, but it's possible that they do. So. Alright, but anyway, there's 2 more Ludicolo left, besides the one that's paralyzed, so let's just see what we can do here. And they're out of the rain now, too, so that actually helps, because that means they're going to probably both take their turns to set it back up, which is nice for us. My light screen's going to run out in a second, though, so I'll have to deal with that. Okay, not bad. Not bad. We'll get it next turn. Yeah, there's a Rain Dance. Yeah, I think when the rain goes down, if I recall correctly, he just uses Rain Dance on both of his Pokemon just to guarantee that he gets it up, which is just great. You do at this point, that's true, yeah, especially if you purified the Salamence. You could probably use that to take them all out at this point, but I haven't done that yet. Oh well. There's the Elemental Puncher. Ow. How do you take care of so much hair? It sucks, let me tell you that. Not much fun, huh? Probably not. Now, the nice thing about Shadow Fire, by the way, since we're probably going to see Moltres in here in just a second, is that it does not have a problem with Rain Dance. You don't lose half of its power just because you're in the rain, because it's a Shadow move, not a Fire move, so that's actually kind of helpful for actually being able to knock these things out. That Ludicolo has Counter. My Gust strategy, no. Oh boy. Well, I'm not gusting you for now, that's for sure. Let's heal Zapdos, I think. I think that'll be okay. Let's just give it a little bit so that it can last a little longer. We'll get Electabuzz and Salamence in here when the actual Shadow Pokemon shows up. It's just not here yet, so. Why are you using Hydro Pump when I only have 26 HP left? Just use something else. Anything else. You'd probably still knock me out. But yeah, I'm not even worried about like Giga Drain or any of that. With Light Screen, it's no problem at all. Your hair tangles aggressively. You're at the point where you have to rip some of these hair clusters apart. Basically, you need to start detangling twice a day. Oh my god, it sounds like so much work. I am sorry for you. Do I Shadow Sky now? No, I mean, the other Ludicolo isn't really benefiting from it, and if I Shadow Sky now and his Shadow Pokemon comes out, I'm just shooting myself in the foot, so. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this and take it out. It is, you want it longer, though. I mean, longer hair, though, some people can wear it really well, so it's, you know. It's just a matter of seeing how well you wear it once you get it that long, and then you can, you know, if you feel like you need to trim it after that, you can trim it after that, but you gotta get it there first to know, right? So, I wouldn't call that insane, I would just call it an experiment. And there's the final Shadow Pokemon of the game, Dragonite. As you would expect for it being the last Shadow Pokemon in the game, it's pretty damn good. It is level 55, if I recall correctly. And I think it gets pretty good moves back by Purifying. I don't think it gets Dragon Claw, which is a little unfortunate, but I think it does get Aerial Ace and something else, probably. So, that's not too bad. Alright, so now we have a Ludicolo to deal with. I'm going to T-Wave this Dragonite first, though, and then we're going to Feather Dance it until the cows come home. And we'll just let Zapdos deal with the other Ludicolo for now. But yeah, my MO with the Dragonite is because he can never switch it out now, is to paralyze it and then get it down to as close to -6 attack as I can, while keeping Light Screen up because it has Shadow Storm and Shadow Rush. So. Shoulder length is where it should be at the moment, maybe a little longer. Its portrait is so angry. Yeah, he's like really getting pissed at you. It looks like, who was it that had the angry Dragonite in the anime? Was that, Iris, if I remember right? I never watched any of the Unova anime, but I think she was the one that had the angry Dragonite, so. I don't quite recall. But yeah, there we go. We used Feather Dance to give it a bunch of attack drop. It's not really using it for much at the moment, but that's okay. I like the double para, that's nice. And let's see, there goes my Light Screen. So, you know what, I guess just keep Feather Dancing, it's fine. They're both paralyzed, so I'll just get rid of the Ludicolo this turn. I don't really need light screen just yet until I get it down to like -4 or -6 attack, because then it'll start using Shadow Storm, and I'll want to put up the screens, so... Alright, so there's that. I'll have Lugia put up a screen anyway, because I'm going to get Electabuzz out here to Shadow Half. Then we'll get Salamence out here just to get the Intimidate and the Amulet Coin bonus. I definitely need the money, trust me. And then once we're done with that, I'll probably Shadow Half it again, as long as I live. And then, excuse me, then it should be ready to catch after that. I'm liking all these full paras, though. That's pretty nice. I could probably catch it in a timer ball, though, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's been like, what, 15 turns at this point? So, let's let Moltres come out just for experience credit. I mean, it's not getting any experience, just to show it. Just to show it that it's here, just to get Shadow halved in the face. She had the Dragonite that wanted to be Ash's Charizard, just refused to listen to her, yeah, pretty much. You should have bought chips when you went out. Ooh, chips would be nice, actually, right about now. Nice little snack. I have a hard time eating corn chips nowadays, though, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is about corn, but it just doesn't like my stomach anymore. I never used to have a problem with it, either. It's weird. It's like my biology changed or something, as a person. I'm different now than I used to be. I can't eat as much corn. That is not what I expected at all. Me neither. Oh boy. Oh, there it goes. It actually got an attack off. Good. Because I was starting to feel bad, to be honest with you, Dragonite. But yeah, under light screen, I mean, 7 damage, 10 damage, nothing at all. Even with the level disadvantage, it's no big deal. So, alright, let's bring Lugia back out so I can relight screen in a minute. And I guess I'll just Shadow half myself again. Because why not? And then we'll throw a timer ball, and then we'll go from there. You want Takis, but people don't have any at the moment. Oh boy. Yeah, supply chain shortages suck. It's not exactly the best, the most amount of fun that we've had, that's for sure. Alright, Electabuzz, you're done. You can die now. It's not actually going to happen. Lugia might take a little damage here. It's got good special defense, though, so it might be okay. Okay, well, with the crit, not so much. Sorry, Lugia. You did what you were supposed to do, but, well, I guess that gives me free excuse to get Salamence in here to get the Dragonite to -6 attack. So, where is Salamence? There you are. We'll leave Salamence on the field because he's going to be coming with us anyway. I just wish I had another Earthquake TM because that would make Salamence so much better. I mean, can you imagine having access to Dragon Dance, Aerial Ace, and Earthquake on a Salamence? Oh my god, I haven't seen competitive movesets like that since I've actually played competitive Pokemon. And that's been like 6 years at this point. So, actually, I don't think it's been that long. I think it's been like 4. No, it's 2021, so probably 5, actually, now that I think about it. So. You keep going on that topic, but you don't feel like being political today. I mean, it's okay. If you want to be political, you can, but if you don't feel like it, then that's okay. We can switch the subject. Yeah, 2016 I think sounds about right as to where I stopped, so I'm gonna say it was probably the same year for me as it was for you. So. And yeah, Shadow half yourself at 2 HP, so you end up at 1. That's fine. Let's keep using these timer balls, it's okay. I get to sell all my Pokeballs once I'm done with this, though, because we will never need them again in this game. Because I'm not going to go catch Trapinch, even though I could. There we go. And that's the last Shadow Pokemon. Perfect. Dragonite was too scared. It was too sketched out about, oh my god, I'm going to get Shadow halved again? Nope, never mind. I'm getting out of here. Well, that's the idea, Mirabee. I keep you on your toes. I guess that wasn't a whole lot of money, was it? He's never had a lot of money in this game, though. They haven't really had a good gig in this game, so that's probably why. Yes, it was. Well, we all know what that is. Turn off the chat so I have a thumbnail. Whoops. There we go. exit stage left. Well, don't exit stage up. That wouldn't be good. I love how he just runs off in the elevator. He's just like, nope, fuck you guys. I'm leaving, bye. I guess at least he took one of his Ludicolo with him. Must be the one that he likes the best. The others are just backup dancers. Uh-oh. He found Folly's little device. Oh boy. Yeah, and once you've caught all the shadow Pokemon from Mirror B, the Mirror Radar is destroyed. It actually gets taken completely out of your inventory because it'll do you no good anymore. Like if you go over here, yeah, it's gone. So we don't need it anymore though because we have all 83 shadow Pokemon as you can see there. So that's cool. The game tends to lag up here for me for some reason. I'm not really sure why, to be honest, but it does. So that's why it's kind of running at a lower frame rate, even though it's on the console itself. So you were just bored. Gen 7 did nothing for you, so didn't even try Gen 7 competitive. Fair enough. I heard that it didn't really look too much different from Gen 6 meta because a lot of the Pokemon that were added in Gen 7 were just too slow to be anywhere above, like, RU. So he shouldn't have money. He isn't getting paid anymore. I mean, that's fair. I guess he scrounged it together from somewhere. Is it because he discovered that the port is fully loaded? In terms of what for the port being fully loaded? I think I missed some context. That's my bad. Yeah, that's a pretty big Voltorb if it was. So probably true. It's probably why they can't catch any wild Pokemon, because they're so startled by Mirror B's afro. They're just, the wild Pokemon are just like, nope, I'm running now. Bye. So, but yeah, there you go. We can actually go through here now. You might have been able to take the elevator up there, but I like keeping people in suspense, so I decided to take the long way. Is this the right way? Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. I definitely pressed that button before this. I didn't think about my little trick that I always said, which was look at the circumference of the circle and the arrows as to where they will go. I didn't follow my own advice, so that's just about par for the course here. Yeah, what suspense indeed. Kept us all guessing until we all got up there and found out what we already knew. Alright, but anyway, let's get our normal team out now that we're done using the puzzle team. And then we'll head off to Citadark Isle to get the last battle CD. And after that, we'll go take on Area 6 and Mount Battle. And, well, then we'll go from there. I think a couple of the trainers around here will actually refight you now that the post-game is here. But we'll go do that maybe later if I need the extra experience. I'm running around anyway. So the configuration of the paths was the same as when you went in, so you figured Gateon Port was full. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't realize what you meant when you said fully loaded. Yeah, as in, like, it was loaded in the background still. Yeah. Yep. That's correct. I didn't remember my own my own little thing there. Are we going to fight anybody else that I'm actually going to get money from? I'm trying to think if I need the amulet coin or not. Well, I do want the hard stone out of here for... Or do I want the soft sand? No, I'll take the hard stone because that'll put my stab up a little bit higher with Rock Tomb for Agron. So I'll take that out for now. Give Salamence back the Sharp Beak and then we'll go from there. Excuse me. Easier healing items? I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's true. But, we're okay. We don't need easier healing. Oh my god, it just looks so bad. It's so lopsided. I can't even look at it. Alright, Lugia, you did good. Let's put you in the PC. Stick you all the way at the bottom of box 2. Not even sure if I'm going to make it that far, to be honest, but we'll stick you there anyway. And then we'll stick the rest of them back in here somewhere. I'll just stick you guys here for now. And then Electabuzz will stick you right there. Salamence, you're still coming with me. Agron will bring you out. Braylon will stick you there too. Stick Salamence down here because actually I'm not going to use Salamence for a little bit in terms of battle now because I don't actually want it to get above level 50. That's the max level that I want everything to be, that I'm going to use anyway. So And here you see a Jimmy who's in his natural habitat, freaking out over his own decisions. Yeah, fair enough. I've made some mistakes, apparently. Mistakes have been made. But it's okay. We will muddle through them just like we always do. I'll give you the hard stone because I know where we're going next. We're going to Area 6 of Mount Battle, so if I need anything, it's definitely not the amulet coin for right now. So, alright, let's go sell a bunch of our excess items now since I don't think I'll really need anything else. And then we'll go visit the Krabby Club because I think he might be here at this point. I don't know if you have to leave the town and then come back for him to actually go, because I think he's in there if I remember right after this. So, I'm going to sell a few of these, though. I don't need 24 of them. There you go. I'll sell 6 of these as well. Let's get down to our usual 15. That should be good. I don't think I'll need these either, so there you go. Just sell all the good stuff that I probably could use. I could even sell my elixirs if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'll sit at a nice 10 Pokeballs, that's fine. The Great Balls, I'll just sell all of them because I'll never need them again. 10 Pokeballs seems good, though, for me. And then... well, I gotta catch the Trapinch, so... no, I could do that with 10 Pokeballs, that's fine. Get rid of the Ultra Balls, too. Get a little bit of money out of that, so that's not bad. Sell the Net Balls, we'll never need those again, either. Sell the Timer Balls, I'm just gonna go backwards this time, there we go. So I'll keep 10 Pokeballs so I can go catch Trapinch later. I could sell my TMs even, but nah, that's too much. Alright, and I think we're good. Let's go do Area 6 in Mount Battle so we can get a little experience to get our Pokemon a little closer to 50. I don't think they'll quite get there, but I do have those 3 rare candies in my inventory, so if I get 2 of them to 50 and 3 of them to 49, I can just rare candy them up. And then after that, it's just a matter of walking Salamence until he's purified, so yeah, we'll be good. Alright, but back to Mount Battle. And after this, I think we will go visit Cypher Lab to visit a few old friends, but we'll see. It'll mostly just be, like I said, to get people as close to 50 as we can. Ooh, Magcargo's even ready. Not bad. We'll go purify a few others later. I think I might use the PC now, though, to actually stick something else in there so that I can just purify a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see, Magcargo's over here. Actually, Hitmonchan is almost done. And this is Chansey. Okay, so yeah, let's take this one out. And stick it right here. Oh, the Dragonite's up here, so let's take Dragonite out of here. Move it, I don't know, in here, I guess. And then, yeah, we'll just go down the line here. We'll stick Manectric in here. And then I'll go run around in circles outside, actually, until Chansey and Hitmonchan are done. Because they should take like a minute at the most, and I don't want to be like, oh well, they got purified, but I can't, I'm in the middle of Mount Battle, I don't want to go back, basically. If something gets purified when I'm like 3 or 4 areas in, that's fine, but when they have that much left, it's like, I mean, I might as well just run in a circle, you know. That'll take care of it. Excuse me, sir. You and your Delcatty, just gonna wander around while I get this there. This is not how I do the walking, by the way, off-screen. In case you didn't see my Coliseum playthrough, when I do walking off-screen, I usually just go to Pyrite Town, and I walk from the entrance of town all the way over to ONBS and then back. And that actually works surprisingly well. They purify pretty quickly by doing that, so... okay, Chansey's done. Hitmonchan's done. I'm gonna look at the other ones and be like, oh, that one's almost done. No, we're not gonna do that. That's gonna be it. We'll just... the other ones, they'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, and actually nothing is too particularly close at the moment, so let's just get some more in here. You're watching a YouTube video of Norm the Genie from the Fairly Odd Parents, dude. It was a riot. I'm racking my brain trying to see if I remember who Norm the Genie was, and I'm coming up with nothing at the moment, but I did like me some Fairly Odd Parents when I watched it as a kid, so it was probably pretty good. Alright, Snorlax, you're another normal type. Let's stick you in here. That should work okay. That's the last normal type we'll stick in there, so... I think that's the last one anyway, because Lickitung is not in there right now. Holding the Pokemon. I'm holding! Alright, Hitmonchan will stick you there. Scyther will take you and stick you here. Okay, yeah, you have an advantage against Psychic, so there's the flow bonus. Nice. And yeah, we might actually... I I think Hitmonlee will be done by the time we get out of Mount Battle. Swellow should be pretty much done as well, and Lapras. So then once we get those done, we'll go and actually... you know, we'll save the rest of the purifying for the end of the episode. So like right around 7 o'clock, I think, Eastern time, we'll go do another mass purifying thing, although it won't be as massive as the last one, but, you know. And then I'll just walk around for the rest off-screen, and when we get to tomorrow's episode, I'll be ready to purify everything in the game. Might not do all of it at once, but it'll be there, so that I can do it when I'm at my leisure. Alright, so Flareon, Quagsire, you still need to get to 48, so let's leave you out in front. Actually, before I do that, let me save real quick, just because we haven't done that in a little bit, I think, since Mirror B, so... There we go. Usually wait to purify Shadow Lugia last. It felt appropriate for you. Yeah, it probably would have been appropriate had I not wanted to use it in the final Mirror B battle, to be honest. I think it would have been better from a standpoint of it feeling like the most appropriate last Pokemon to purify. I think it would have been better to do it last, but, well, it is what it is. Can't change it now. I already did it. I mean, I could cancel the episode, but I don't think I'm going to get the post-game done before I get my wisdom teeth out if I do that, so... It's fine. We'll leave it as it is. Abra, take me to Area 6. So this is the last quote-unquote easy area of Mount Battle. Once you get to areas 7 and beyond, they start jumping up in difficulty in terms of their levels and in terms of the Pokemon that they use. They'll have fully evolved Pokemon. They'll be at least level 57 at the absolute minimum above this area. So it's a bit of a level jump. And once you get to area 9 and 10, they'll be close to level 70, if not level 70 itself. So you'll need to do some grinding before you do those last few areas if you want to challenge them. I'm not personally going to do that, but it's a thought process if you want to do it. Anyway, let's get started. And we'll at least complete the volcano area. That's the main point, because this is the last of, like I said, the areas that you're probably expected to complete during the normal playthrough of the game rather than in the post-game, you know. But I mean, consider the fact that I'm just trying to get myself up to level 50 at this point. Should give you some indication of how long it would take to get me to 65, which is about where I'd want to be for the final battle, the final 4 areas there. I'd have to switch them over to Pokemon Emerald and train them there, probably. It's a good thing I'm not using Return on any of my Pokemon, because that would be a bit problematic from trading it, because if I remember correctly, in this generation, trading resets your happiness values, which is, doesn't really help when you're using Return, so... Oh, Quagsire got 3 speed? What the hell? That's crazy. And this Phanpy is using Takedown and Quagsire, like... You're attacking a slimy brick wall there, sir. I don't know what you're thinking. The answer is you're not thinking, because this is not like Real Game Coliseum, where it's just like, here's one of the easy ones. Here's someone with actual strategy. Oh no, it's just a Phanpy using Endure. Never mind. Yeah, evolve your Phanpy and Rhyhorn Re! Look at their levels! Why would you do this to them? I mean, to be fair, it just survived 2 attacks, but it only survived because of Endure, so... Surprised he didn't spam it again. This must not be a game made by Game Freak, because usually when they have Endure or Protect, they spam it. With no inclination towards whether or not it would fail at all, so... As usual with Flareon, we get 0 defense from a level, but that's okay. It's not like I need it that badly. Okay, so 9 more trainers to go, and we'll be done with Mount Battle for the playthrough. And then after that, like I said, I'll just procrastinate a little until we get as close to level 50 as we can, and then I'll go start doing the stuff at Real Game Tower. Dem battle CDs and 1 panel bingo. Hey, Quad Protector Detect is the myth and the dream. Yeah, that would be fantastic. It barely ever works for me more than twice in a row, but, you know. That's because it reduces by so much that it almost becomes impossible to do it after that point, so... His name is Deuce. His team is Deuced now. Yeah, something like that. Oh, boy. Alright, so Breloom, this is not looking so hot for you. I mean, it is looking hot for you, but that's because it's a bunch of fire types, so... I think we switch to a more appropriate measure here, like a double switch. I guess Breloom could take out Houndour, but I don't feel like risking it. There is no risk, though. They're, 5 levels below me, but nah. We'll just bring in the Earthquake crew. I'm listening to the wind outside a little bit, and I'm wondering, like, how over the top it would be if we all just, like... If the branch fell out there that I was talking about earlier in the episode and we all lost power, like... Am I gonna get I shouldn't get electric shock from that because it's so far down the line. Like, it's half a block away, but... Still, it might be a little scary because it'll be just, like, all of a sudden, there will be nothing. It'll just be pitch black in the house. It'll be like, Jesus Christ! But, Alright, Aggron, just do your thing. It's fine. Do some EQ. It's technically Quagsire's thing, because Quagsire gets stab off of it, so he could technically claim it as his property, but, It's alright. Alright, so now we can actually get into a little bit better experience because, we don't have it split 4 ways anymore. Let's see what you've got. Oh, and of course, I just switched Flareon out. Here's a Cacnea for me. Great. And a Laren. Let's see who this hits, because really, if I hit Cacnea with it, which I did, good, I might be able to KO it with Earthquake on Quagsire's next turn, if I can even get to Quagsire's turn before the Cacnea kills me, but we'll find out. I did. That's good. And it did, in fact, KO it. Very good. This will definitely KO the Laren, though. Like, even if it was an Aggron at this point, I'd still KO it. Because it's got that 4-level disadvantage, so... Not bad on the EXP there. Got about 1,100 from those two. It's not great, but it'll get us there. Slowly but surely. Alright, so now... I still have Flareon and Breloom out, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave them out, even if they're not necessarily the best for this particular situation right now. Why would you say something and then immediately tell me that you lied in the previous sentence? That seems a little counterintuitive there, lady. Fluffy and Vibrava. The Vibrava's a little sketchy with Flareon. I suppose I could just Brick Break it and we'd probably be okay. Hell, I could probably Flamethrower the Fluffy and we'd be okay. I'm going to try that. I'm going to barrel forward with no hesitation and pretend like I know what I'm doing. How about that? There we go. Okay, 594 isn't bad either. That'll get us there. There's a Kadabra. Breloom is not going to like that one bit, but well, we got a free turn basically before it's going to do anything, so... And we got rid of Fluffy. Good. Is it even worth it splitting the experience with the Kadabra by switching out Breloom? I don't think so. I even go first anyway, so who cares? It's fine. And I KO'd it in one hit with Body Slam anyway. I mean, I guess it's level 42, so it has a bit of a disadvantage compared to everybody else, but, you know. Okay, so now, let me look at how everybody's doing in terms of experience here. Okay, so you two are very close together, so that's good in terms of how much you need to the next level. You're a little farther behind Quagsire there, Aggron, but that's okay. You're about even with Gardevoir, so that should be okay. Like I said, I have no, like, let's dispel all notions that we'll get to level 50 in these trainers here, because they just don't have enough evolved Pokemon to give me enough experience to get there. So, we'll need to go hunting for a couple of other trainers. And I mean, worst comes to worst, I guess I could just go to the Dueling Square and take care of it that way. But we'll get close, that's the point, by doing all of this stuff. Ideally, we'll get everyone to 49. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but I think we'll be able to come pretty close. I know we're going to get Flareon and Breloom there in probably the next battle or two, so... because these guys will give decent experience, so... especially if I can just one-shot them like this, like that's pretty easy. These first few areas of Mount Battle are pretty much just experience banks. They just let you steamroll through them most of the time. There ain't a whole lot of strategy involved. Yeah, that's probably correct. This would probably be the area... I was already, I thought, a little bit over-leveled for Cidadark Isle, so I chose not to do anything past Area 5, because I said, well, I already have the Rock Tomb TM, that's really all I needed up here, and I think I'm a little over-leveled anyway for Cidadark Isle. To start with, I was like 11 levels above everybody, but I said, let's just go and we'll do this later. But yeah, you can probably just do this during the main game and you'd be perfectly fine. You'd be even more over-leveled for Cidadark Isle, but... I guess you could, like, do Area 5, go do the first half of Cidadark Isle up to the shortcut, and then come back and do this area, and that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, nothing's fully evolved yet, yep, so that kind of makes it pretty easy to steamroll things, because they just don't have the defense to really survive, so... I guess they've all got a quote-unquote gimmick in that they like certain types of Pokemon, like the previous guy liked not fully evolved Pokemon, this guy likes Pokemon that hover. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, I'm not going to use Earthquake on you. But, you know. Yeah, Breloom, not looking too hot for this one either. Let's get rid of Chimecho at least. I'm pretty sure Shadow Ball should do enough. Quagsire, I think. Quagsire needs a little less experience. I know I can't Earthquake them because they're levitating, but I can still kind of soften them up with Water Pulse. So... And I mean, which of these two Pokemon is going to use the Grass move, right? Like, Chimecho is just going to use Energy Ball and completely cuck me, but nope, not happening. There we go. Ah, a Shedinja. I have, at the moment, precisely 2 Pokemon that can handle that. I think Shadow moves count against Wonder Guard because they're still considered to be super effective, so... Oh, Quagsire's been cursed. That's okay. I'm just going to get rid of the Shedinja. I don't even really care that much that Quagsire was cursed. I'll just go back to Breloom. It's fine. Get rid of the curse. Probably get cursed again. Switch again. No big deal. Flareon's putting on a clinic here, so it's okay. There you go. But if he curses me again, he'd be kind of screwing himself because then it would just be 2-on-1, so... There's a coughing. Okay, Will-O-Wisp. Actually, that wouldn't have been too bad, all things considered. I kind of need Flareon to KO the coughing this turn, to be honest, so I guess Duskull's all yours, Breloom, for all the little damage that you can actually do with Giga Drain. Well, apparently it was enough, so that's good. I don't know, man. Every time the wind gusts outside now, I tense up a little bit because I'm like, oh boy, here it comes. I kind of figured the wind would have died down at this point, but we might be like getting some remnants from the windstorm yesterday. Usually, in our area, you can kind of take the weather that happened in Chicago the day before, and that's pretty much what our weather is the day after, because it just floats right over the Great Lakes and straight on top of us, so... Yeah, it doesn't have any resistance to Grass type. It's just that I'm not confident in Breloom's special attack, that's all. Because, I mean, how much does Breloom actually have? Okay, well, 74, I guess, is not bad. I thought it was lower than that, so... I guess the point there is don't underestimate Breloom. Breloom is ready. Breloom is willing, and Breloom is able to knock these things out, so... Alright, so let's keep going for Flareon and Breloom for now. See if we can get them to 49, and then I'll probably have, like, Aggron and Gardevoir switch in, because Quagsire's close, but... I can probably just like switch Quagsire in a little bit as I need to with other Pokemon, so. And then we'll go from there. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know, I guess just hit the Linoon, because I guess I'm just going to take out Top Keck over here with a Brick Break. Maybe you should, it worked more often than not. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, Breloom has done pretty well with Giga Drain in the situations that I've used it. I usually try to avoid using it unless it's quad effective because of its low special attack, and yeah, most more defensive Pokemon wouldn't, even if they're weak to grass, wouldn't get KO'd in one hit by it. So I try to avoid it where I can. It's not always avoidable though, so. Alright, so that Follow Me is going to be useless because Breloom is going to go first, if I remember right. I think Breloom's faster. Yeah, because Breloom's got like 90-something speed at this point. That's not bad. So there's that. Goodbye, Furret. Your Follow Me is now destroyed because you're fainted. So we'll get this battle over with sooner rather than later. I think these two might actually level up after this. That'll be good. Then I can move on to a couple of others. Close, but no cigar. That's okay. I might save them for like when there's a Pokemon that they specifically can beat, because then they'll immediately level up after that. So let's get Aggron and Gardevoir in here. That's fine. Get them a little closer. There we go. Switch you there, just to keep our dynamic duos together. Although Quagsire is kind of far outside of his comfort zone at this point. He still works pretty well with Salamence, though, because Salamence can fly right over those earthquakes, so it's not bad. Quagsire fits pretty well with the rest of the team because of its coverage moves. And I mean, I have moves that allow me to use Earthquake with impunity because I can reflect with Gardevoir to make sure it does a little bit less. I can, protect with Aggron and Flareon so they don't get hit super effectively. I can fly over it with Salamence. Breloom resists it, so it's not bad. I'm just going to call Aggron, and I guess I'm just going to Psychic the Vigor off because, I don't know, it probably OKO. If it doesn't, it'll come damn close. Yeah, apparently some sort of, like, Vital Spirit team. So at least Vigoroth has Vital Spirit. I don't think Wigglytuff does. I think Wigglytuff has Cute Charm. But, well, we traced Vital Spirit, so if it was going to sing to me, it should have done it before, because it wasn't going to get anywhere with that, because I wouldn't go to sleep unless he was targeting Aggron. Oh well. He is a brave man, because he did only have those two. I wouldn't be able to take on a Metal Kaiju with only two Pokemon unless I had a fighting/ground type move. I guess a water move would work too, but I don't know. That team that he was just fighting, he probably would have wanted to bring 6. He still wouldn't have beaten me, but because he's restricted to a certain level range, but you know. Alright, so you... Okay, around 6,000. 25 and 17. That's how close you got? Oh, Lord. That's fine. 3 more. Can I avoid getting anybody to level 49 because I'm minimizing the possible amount of experience they can get? I don't know. Let's find out. My guess, though, is that even though Gardevoir needs the most experience to get to level, like, each of its levels, like, it's tied with Aggron in terms of its experience needs for each level, I still think that Gardevoir might get to 50 before everybody else because it's actually got a surprising, like, because Psychic and Electric is pretty solid against a lot of trainers in this game, so it's actually got a surprising amount of coverage, and that might help it kind of fit into the team to fight stuff off. Especially when we start fighting trainers that actually have level 50 Pokemon in a few minutes, because, well, I won't be able to brute force things like I've been doing right here, as easily, anyway. So. Okay, so the Lilip is trying to stall me. That's fine. It's about to get hit with a freight train, so it won't be stalling for very long. But this is working pretty good. It's working pretty good for now. There's the one that Flareon can take care of, so there we go. We'll just switch both of these guys out and then let Flareon Flamethrower. As long as the Fortress doesn't explode, we'll be okay. We'll just bring Breloom in because Breloom's almost there as well in terms of experience, so even if I split the experience 4 ways, I'll still get 2 Pokemon at level 49 out of this, so it should be good. Gardevoir now has suction cups. Oh god. We were already talking about the hentai with Gardevoir all over the internet before this. Now it's tentacle hentai? Jesus. I thought we couldn't stray further from God, but here we are. I don't know if you're going to bide this, Fortress. Sturdy don't work like it does in Gen 5. That's actually a pretty good amount of damage considering it's a Fortress. Technically, that was never going to work from the start for Fortress, though, because Bide doesn't work like it does in Gen 5 either, where it has priority after you use it the first time. But, oh well. Do I just get Flareon to 50 now? No, I don't think I do, or Breloom, because I might need them for, like, 1 or 2 Pokemon. So, I think I'll just leave them. Yeah, those are pretty solid stats, Breloom. 101 defense, 91 speed. We're pretty good. Pretty good. Does Breloom have more attack than Salamence now? I mean, that's not surprising, considering Breloom's gotten some EV training out of the whole game, but still, that's impressive, considering the base stat total. Well, actually, no, I think Salamence's base attack stat is like, what is it, like 125 or something? So I guess it's not that shocking. I'm impressed because Breloom has more attack than a pseudo-legendary, but, you know. But you haven't seen shit in that department. Oh, believe me, you are correct. I don't have any inclination towards tentacle hentai. That does not trip my trigger whatsoever. That's just thinking about it makes me want to start dry heaving, if I'm being honest with you, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Oh, Lord. Okay. So I could Earthquake. It'd probably hurt a little bit. I guess I have Shell Armor, so I don't have to worry about crits. You know what, whatever. Let's go do it. Let's get rid of the Clamperl, and then we'll go from there. Me neither, but it's hard to avoid seeing some of that stuff. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Like, it kind of depends on the porn website that you use, right? Because certain ones, like, they'll just have a big, like, collection of images on, like, pages. So they'll have, like, you know, probably 30, 40 pictures per page or something like that. And, I mean, if you're looking for a specific thing, you're gonna get a few results in there that are just weird shit, right? Like, specific fetishes, so... Yeah, you'd end up getting stuff like that no matter what you do. I guess I've successfully tuned most of it out, though, because I don't recall really seeing much of it. Not recently, anyway. Maybe, like, years ago, but... I don't know. I just like how every time Gardevoir's out in the field, we start talking about our porn habits. It's like, oh my lord. As if this poor Pokemon hasn't had it bad enough from the internet. We gotta do this shit, too. Oh, this is ridiculous. And with that, this is all now 18 plus, absolutely. As if me saying fuck before wasn't enough. Now we're all talking about hentai, oh lord. If you were here for the children's content, you did not heed the warning at the beginning. This is a mature audience-only stream. Oh, man. Alright. I'm going to save. I don't know why. I don't think we're going to have a particularly hard time here, but I'm going to save anyway. I think I remember this guy's team, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know if Quagsire's actually good for it, though, because Quagsire's kind of slow. If I remember right, this guy has like a Sunny Day team or something, so we'll see what we've got. My final opponent in Mount Battle is Hampy. Great. Come on, you wouldn't be surprised if a baby's first word would be fuck in this day and age? That is pretty sad, actually. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends on the parentage, right? Like, if the parents aren't really keen on curbing swear words when the... Oh, I have forecast now. Fantastic. If the parents aren't real keen on curbing the swear words when the kid is around, then, yeah, I mean, I guess it could become... They could pick up a few things, I guess we'll just say it that way. What is cast form? Is cast form going to use... No, it's got to be Sunny Day, because the TM that you get from this area is Overheat, so... I think I just KO it. I don't know. We'll get Aggron ready to go, and then we'll just go on blast. There you go. No forecast for you. We still don't get to test if you can Shadow Sky and have a typeless Shadow Ball. That is not a thing that we're going to test today. Well, I know what Gardevoir's next target in the next turn is. Ooh, that's going to hurt a little bit. Well, the sun isn't up, so it shouldn't hurt that bad. Yeah, even for Aggron, who has a little lower special defense, that's not too bad. And your special attack is way down now, so that kind of helps a little bit. Solrock, you were about to get your balls rocked. Not that you have any balls. Unless you have, like, small rotary bodies around your body, like if you have pebbles or something that rotate around your body because you exude some sort of gravitational field like the sun. Would those be considered the sun's balls? I don't know, and I don't think I'm ever going to get an answer to that question, to be honest, so. But yeah, there's the Sunny Day, so he can start spamming Overheat in the sun, and it deals a lot of damage, but I don't know, we're doing okay so far. Haven't really had to worry about Overheat because, well, Solrock is fainted, Cast Form is fainted, no fire types on the field to worry about, so. And there's a Lunatone that I can KO next turn anyway, so. Really, the only thing that had a decent amount of special attack here was the X-Cloud, and I mean, I guess Lunatone's isn't too bad either, but it's going to get rocked by Iron Tail, so. And X-Cloud's special attack at this point is so low that it only did 19 damage with Overheat on Gardevoir, so. Imagine Cast Form having a Shadow Weather form. That would be kind of cool, actually. I wish that Forecast actually had a little bit more of a broad scope. Like, Cast Form needs to... I mean, it has a Sunny Day form, a Rain Dance form, and a Hail form. It needs a Sandstorm form, first of all. And second of all, a Shadow form would be kind of cool. So you could, like, make it a temporary Shadow Pokemon. Oh, that would have been really interesting. I would have used that in my team if that was the case. That would have been really cool, actually. Because, like, you could use Shadow Sky with a Shadow Pokemon and temporarily make your Cast Form a Shadow type so that it takes not very effective damage. That would have been really interesting. It would have been a pretty good Pokemon in terms of, like, its move set, too, because you can get Thunder Wave on that thing, if I remember right, so. Okay, well, Gardevoir got some decent stats. That's not bad. Yeah, it's true. We would have needed Shadow Sky on the team, and we couldn't purify the user, so I would have had to find somebody other than Arbok to do that, so. Eh. Well, maybe I would have figured something out. I don't know. It does really need a Sandstorm form, more than we need all Eevee evolutions. It feels like it should have had Sandstorm from Gen 3, right? Because, like, the 4 weathers all existed in Gen 3. Why doesn't it have a Sandstorm form? Incidentally, though, what type would Cast Form be in a Sandstorm? Would it turn into a Ground type, or would it turn into a Rock type? I think it would be better if it turned into a Rock type, because then you could actually still use it pretty effectively in current Sandstorm, because if it was a Rock type in current Sandstorm, it would get that special defense boost that Rock types all get in a Sandstorm, so. I don't know. I think that Rock type would be pretty cool, but I guess it depends on what Weather Ball turns into in the Sandstorm as well. So, we'd have to figure that one out. You say Ground. I mean, you could probably make a case for both, to be honest. Lifeblood can't choose. Rock and Ground. There you go. Or Rock or Ground. Usually the slash means or, but in Pokemon, it can mean and. So. Hampy, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I am not strong enough to advance the next area. Those people have almost level 60 Pokemon. I'm scared. So. Don't know. Ground meshes well with the actual typing of Sandstorm. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Like I said, I think you could make a case for both of them. And I guess it really, like I said, it just depends on what Weather Ball turns into under Sandstorm. And I don't know what it turns into, incidentally. So, yeah. Did anybody purify while we were up here? Let's go find out. I have $174,000. I took you 3 out already, though, didn't I? Out of the chamber. Hitmonlee's not quite done yet. Lickitung's not quite done yet. So, okay. Was a ground type move. You thought it was rock type. Sandstorm, I think, is a rock type move, if I recall correctly, so... I don't know. Have to see. Alright, so we definitely got to get Quagsire up to level 49. What's it got left in terms of experience? 3813. So here's my thinking, right, is if I can get Flareon and Breloom up to level 50, which actually might not even be a thing because it just kind of depends on what we are fighting here. And now that I think about it, I don't think they're going to be the best for what we're going to be fighting here. So I think I'm actually going to try to have Quagsire get to 49. We'll see if we can get Gardevoir to 50. And then I'll figure someone else out to also be at 50. We'll go from there. Because I know where we're going, and I kind of have an idea about what Pokemon they have. So we'll see. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, so nobody's done yet here. Snorlax is pretty good, though. It got 1 full bar just from us walking up one area of Mount Battle, so... Don't remember. You don't use weather moves, not anymore. Not if they decided to screw with you and make weather teams hard AF to make. Like, imagine a normal playthrough and trying to catch stuff to make a sandstorm team. Yeah, it doesn't usually work out all that well, honestly. You have nothing but substitutes for a huge chunk of your run, yeah, probably. Because you'd need something with, like, what's the one that summons a sandstorm? I forget. Sandstream, that's it. Then Rock Weather Ball it is. There we go. Alright, so anyway, Abra, take me home. Country roads. I am done with Mount Battle, unless for some reason while I have my wisdom teeth out, I have a change of heart and suddenly decide I'm going to train all of my Pokemon up to level 65. So, but we'll see. I don't think I need to heal, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, the weather wars in Gen 5 were definitely wars. That's a good way of describing it. Rain Dance versus Sandstorm was the big one, and then in UU it was Sunny Day, and then in NU it was Hail. So, I think Hail actually probably had a bigger presence in double battles than anywhere else, because Blizzard hits both opponents in double battles, and it's 100% accurate in Hail, so if you have an Abomasnow or anything to summon the Hail, that's like turn 1 blasting things with like 90 base power blizzards, which is pretty good. So... Okay, let's go back to the Cypher Lab to meet up with some old friends, shall we? Rock Weather Ball, just pulling a meteor from space, to be honest. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, so... Yeah, these jackasses are still hanging around out in the desert here for some strange reason. I don't know why, but here they are, so we're gonna go fight a few of them now. Who do I want to start with? With these two out... Not Grease-6, that's for sure. I could start with Perp-6. He's got a team that's weak to ground and psychic, so... Nah, Mom knows I'm okay. She knows I'm off on an adventure. I mean, I saved the whole region. She should be okay with this, I think. But yeah, they'll refight you once at this point. I think once you beat them this time, this is the last time you can fight them. I think after this, they don't fight you again. Even if you leave and come back, so... How are they still alive with all of 1 brain cell between them? How did they remember to... Ooh, I got Levitate. That'll be really helpful, because now I can Earthquake with impunity. Thank you, Weezing. How do they remember to breathe when they already can't count? Well, but they fixed that, remember? Now they can count, so I guess there's at least that. So... Cast form turns into Sturm from Advance Wars. I wish I knew who that was. It'd probably be even funnier. I like the name, though, Sturm. We throw a shit ton of boulders in Pokemon battles, and nobody even bats an eye. Yeah, I figured it was supposed to be no one bats an eye, basically, or nobody. They got to 19. How? Oh, the world may never know. Goodbye, Tentacruel. This is going to hurt you a hell of a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Oh no, I've been poisoned. There's a healing point directly in the Cypher Lab in case you don't remember, so we're gonna make liberal use of that probably. But yeah, having Levitate, oh my lord, that's so nice. Thank you again, Weezing, you're the best. Giving me the best one of the best abilities in the game. It's great. There's a Golbat. I guess I just Earthquake again, right? Like, I mean, I don't... Actually, Muck would probably die to a Water Pulse, so I guess I just do that and Psychic the Golbat. It's fine. Yeah, all these guys have level 50 Pokemon now, so that'll make them a little more challenging. They're all fully evolved as well, but that just makes it so that they give me more experience, which is exactly what I want, so... Because Quagsire will be 49 after this, and Gardevoir will be well on her way to 50, so... At like halfway there. How is Quagsire faster than a Muck? How little speed do you have, Muck? Okay, Quagsire's not quite there, but that's okay. We'll get there in the next fight. Hurts you more than me, so usual fighting. Yes, exactly. Exactly the way that I want it to be. How many licks did it take to get Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Took me about 420 or so as a kid. I mean, that's probably actually about right, all things considered. I just realized I didn't put the Amulet Coin back on anybody, and I could be taking $4,000 from these guys each, but I think it's okay. I think we can excuse that as an unnecessary thing at this point. Alright, so Quagsire is going to be in the next battle as well. Yeah, field damage from the poison. Yep, exactly. I missed you. Haven't seen that in a while. I usually heal the poison before that happens, but I just figured, nah, you know what, we're going to be out of this battle in a minute anyway, so. I think we'll do Yellow 6 next, and I think Breloom should be okay against him. If I recall correctly. We'll find out in a second. Yes, actually, you're standing out in the middle of a dilapidated building in the middle of a desert with nothing to do. I think if you say no, he actually doesn't fight you, but I'm not 100% sure about that, and I guess we can't find out now. So, I just saw the yes, and I was like, I'm gonna be cheeky right now. Haven't seen it since Gen 4. You don't get why they removed it. It wasn't that much of an issue. I don't know. Maybe people complain too much about having to actually carry antidotes. I feel like it's a bit of a waste, but, you know. Alright, so Lantern definitely won't die from one Earthquake, so I'm just gonna Giga Drain it. Although, that'll just soften it up, but whatever. It'll be fine. Basically, Breloom won't be taking these souls back after already taking damage from Quagsire's Earthquake. I'd need something faster than Breloom in order for that to work properly. So, oh, Confuse Ray, we're doing this now? Oh boy, here we go. Everyone praises Levitate, but every other negate ability is better since they buff you or heal. Yeah, that's true. They buff you because, like, Flash Fire buffs your fire moves, Storm Drain helps you with, you know, their special attack when you get hit by a water move, Lightning Rod, same sort of thing, except electric moves, so. I don't know, I guess Levitate is just, I think it's because Ground-type moves are so prevalent in the metagame, you know, so. That's why everyone praises it so much. That's my assumption, anyway, that's my theory. Oh, there we go. I can set my own weather now. Not that I want it, so it's fine. If I need Rain Dance, I'm going to get it from a Battle CD anyway as a TM, so I won't need it that badly. Alright, and I think, let's see, Magneton. I don't know, I think Breloom and Quagsire might be the ones to get to 50, to be honest, because they look like they'd be pretty okay against most. I know Quagsire is going to be one of them because, well, it's good against, like, 4 out of 6 of these guys by itself, so, yeah. Yeah, I guess I Earthquake again. Buy some antidotes, they're cheap AF. You okay? No, I'm raging. No, I have Fury. I have turned into Fawful. It's an awkward AF level to learn Rain Dance of all moves, yeah. Gen 3's movesets were a little funky. Just a little bit. Ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. What color could I be? You guys are kind of covering the main rainbow colors. I mean, you have... Well, you don't have an orange guy. You have a brown Cypher Peon, so I guess I could become Orange 6. That'd be kind of funny. Not that I have anybody who's really orange in my team to help out with that, but, you know. Yeah, Orange 6, yes! Cover all the colors. How do I want to do this next one? Brow 6 is next, and I forget what he has. I want to say he has a Slacking, though, which is kind of terrifying. Let's have Gardevoir and... Here's an idea. How about this? We'll do that, and then we'll switch someone else, probably Breloom, in after that. Do I have 11 fresh water still? Or did I use one? No, I didn't use one. I'm going to use one in Breloom, just so I don't have to walk back in there and heal, because we don't really need it that badly. So, okay, there we go. But yeah, I think he has a slacking, if I remember right now. It's me again! Hey, Ventus, welcome back. I want to be the very best like no one ever was. To catch them is, in fact, my real test. Yes, it is. And apparently training them is my cause. That's what it is today anyway, because I'm training them to get to 50. Just like this bad boy. Become white. Be all the colors. Yeah, same wavelength we were on, yep. Oh no, I traced Truant. What will I do? That's just great. You know what, Salamence? I'm going to leave you in. Because you can Shadow Rush the Slacking, because I don't think Gardevoir is going to be able to KO with Psychic, and then I'll just deal with Truant after that. So, let's see how good you are. You know what, that's probably enough. Slacking special defense isn't that high. So, ooh, it has Shadow Ball, though. That might hurt a little. It's 160 base attack. About to hit Gardevoir, hopefully. Oh, it's on Salamence. Okay, then we're fine. I was going to say, hopefully my bold nature holds me up, but I didn't need to worry about it because it didn't hit Gardevoir. Yeah, that's better than orange. Just realized you need to go out and buy eggs. You can't make your cakes. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta get those then before you can't make your cakes that you need. So, Gardevoir is now lazy. Okay, I mean, that's fair. She's done a lot for us this playthrough, so she can be a little lazy if she wants to. Do I want to switch this turn? I don't think I do, actually. I think I want to just have Salamence knock out the Slacking because Gardevoir is Truant. Actually, I could switch Gardevoir and then, okay, then we're thinking with portals. What would I switch to, though? Nobody, because Gardevoir has Thunderbolt for Noctowl, so I guess I won't switch this turn. I'll just loaf. She can just be a bum this turn, it's fine. She's done enough. Only Pokemon in the entire game that's done more than her practically, well, Flareon probably, but also Arbok. So, those two have done the most out of anyone. Alright, let's go back to Quagsire, I think. Not going to do a whole lot against Noctowl. I guess Ice Beam will do okay, but 47, and then Gardevoir's at 36. Okay, so yeah, if I have those two in, they can be my level 50 Pokemon. And then I can use the rare candies on the other ones. Hopefully this works out. I don't know if it will, based on what the rest of the people are going to have, but we'll see. You're going to purify that, and it's going to be level 53 or 54. I tried to keep it out of the thing so that it doesn't get any levels, but we'll see how it all goes after this. Like, keep it out of the battles so that it wouldn't end up leveling up at all. I mean, if it gets to 51, then I guess I'll figure something out, but whatever. Ooh, rainbow cakes with vanilla, butter, cream icing. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to try to decorate again. Sounds like a plan. If it comes out good, take some pictures, post them on the server. I'd like to see it. Yeah, not in battle, it's not okay if she's lazy. Yeah, I know. It's okay. We made it. It's fine. 42, 31. And yeah, everybody else is pretty high up there, so just do this. Do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll heal and then we'll go back. Blue 6, I can Thunderbolt. I don't know if Quagsire will work too well, but I guess I'll just use it for moral support. Re-6, I can probably just Reflect an Earthquake, that guy. And Gre-6 might be a bit problematic for Quagsire specifically, but we'll see what we can do with that. Maybe we'll let Flareon do a little bit of work as well. I beat half of them. I'm going to save right now because it's been a little bit. Okay, it's been exactly 11 minutes since I last saved. No big deal. Yeah, it just falls flat on the ground, not moving anymore. Hilarious, exactly. It's only your second attempt at decorating cakes. Making icing by hand is hard AF, so you bought a hand mixer. I mean, that should probably help a little bit, yeah. Hand mixers are usually pretty nifty for that sort of stuff. You guys do give a lot of experience, so if that qualifies you as a playmate, then I'll take it. I have a plan, though, if Quagsire doesn't end up being the one, like, able to get to 50 because of Gre-6 here. There's a lady in Gadeon Port that, if I recall correctly, had a whole bunch of water types. And she rematches you after you beat Greevil, so I should be able to just have Gardevoir and Quagsire go and take care of that after this. So. This battle, however, is just going to be cake because I can just do this and be fine. As long as Quagsire goes before the Eruption, I think we'll be okay. Even if Camerupt used Eruption, I think we'd still be okay. Mag Cargo will do nothing because it's a Mag Cargo. So that's no big shock to anyone. Training in this game sucks. I mean, it's not too bad. You get to rematch the trainers so you can kind of see what their teams look like after the fact. I mean, some of them have some pretty strong Pokemon. If you think me using Salamence at this point is pretty ridiculous, there's a trainer in the dueling square that has a Salamence right now. That is 3 attack EVs on a team. Holy shit. But actually, no, Resix, I really don't. I'm procrastinating on doing battle CDs, as it turns out, so... You're not, actually, because I've caught your Shadow Pokemon, so now you actually, as far as I'm aware, won't refight me. So that's fun. Alright, 2 left. Gardevoir's definitely going to get a level, like, in a second, so I guess Flareon's going to come in and do a little bit after this. Okay, so let's see what Blue Six has, and we'll figure it out from there. I don't quite recall, but we'll see. I mean... I would say fairly famous. I've been on TV several times. I defeated your entire organization, so yeah, I guess I'm a little famous. I like their little separate answers here, where it's like, stop bragging or don't mock us. It's like, oh my god, let me be so sassy. It's great. You're literally just sticking around to see the Battle Sim starting animation, one of your most vivid memories. Yeah, we'll definitely get in and do that. We'll finally tackle the battle CDs at the end of this one. I'll save one panel bingo until next time, I think, or the time after that once we're finally finished with all of the CDs. Because it's going to take a little while for us to finish all the CDs off, unfortunately. I'm going to light screen. I'm going to play support this turn, because I think he's going to do, like... I got Swift Swim, so he's probably going to do, like, a Rain Dance strat or something, because I think both of these guys get... Yeah, Swift Swim. So... Not a bad call. Apparently he wanted to make sure he got Rain Dance up this turn, so he wouldn't fake anybody out. That's fine. Ugh, excuse me. Good lord. That's the lunch coming back to haunt me. I guess I just Ice Beam Kingdra. I don't know, though. Will T-Bolt KO Seeking? Yeah, probably. I mean, I know I'm 1 level below, but it's a Seeking, so I might be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay for sure. So Gardevoir's getting to 50 this battle. That's a Metagross. Hello. Speaking of pseudo-legendaries, that's Hyper Beam too. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I should have yawned a turn earlier. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's no big deal. Well, this will soften up Kingdra. And then that'll let us maybe Earthquake KO it next turn, because I'm definitely Earthquaking next turn. Oh, hi, Mock. Definitely not what I guess he had a Beldum in the original battle, didn't he? So I guess I should have expected this. Oh, well. Let's just reflect up. And then we'll go from there. Now here's the question. Will I get enough experience from these two to get Quagsire to 50 in addition to Gardevoir? Because I know I'm going to get Gardevoir there. I'm glad I reflected when I did, because that would have hurt like hell. I know I'm going to get Gardevoir there, but I don't know about Quagsire. It might be close, but it might not be quite enough. We'll see how much Metagross gives. I mean, I guess if I KO my own Gardevoir, I'll definitely get there, but we almost just did that. That would have been fun. Actually, this might work out. I'm not going to heal Gardevoir, and the reason is because if I manage to KO Metagross, and then Kingdra wakes up and KOs Gardevoir, then Quagsire gets all this experience, not to itself, because I'm going to send somebody else out, but it almost gets all the experience to itself. So. Yeah, Swift Swim for the Rain Dance that isn't coming. Oh boy. I don't know. I guess it was fortuitous. Oh, I'll definitely get the 50 off of this Kingdra. Yeah, for sure. Because that was a really big chunk. Okay, that's not bad for stats. I'll take that. Speed's looking pretty good. For a Gardevoir, I mean, it has like base 80. Gardevoir is actually slower than most people give it credit for. Because, I mean, you think of it as being a Psychic type. It's like, oh, it's Psychic. It has a lot of speed and stuff like that, you know. But actually, surprisingly, no. It's only got like base 80, if I remember right. So So a little less speedy than it may initially seem to be. Of course, Swift Swim is helping in that department, but, you know. Ooh, I just had a thought about something that might happen in the battle when Steve and I have it, and I don't want to say it out loud, but it'll be really funny if it happens. Speaking of the traceability, we'll get there. I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, we have 2 Pokemon at level 50. Greasix still needs to be fought, but... I'm gonna save before I fight him, just so that I don't accidentally, like, get anybody else to level 50. Well, Flareon's gonna be out for that. Oh, Hitmonlee's done. Nice. Flareon's gonna be out for that. How long does Flareon have before leveling? Oh, 7,000. Yeah, we won't even get there. There's no way. I'll just put Flareon and Breloom up front, and then I'll... You know what? I'll use the 3 rare candies now, actually, to get them to 50, and then I'll just... we won't get enough experience to level for sure after I do that, so we'll be okay, I think. I'm going to save anyway just to be safe, but, you know. Imagine using a Trapinch because it's orange, only for it to evolve and turn green. Yeah, Orange 6 would be a little bit off-kilter there, I think, if that was what happened. Okay, Lickitung's almost done as well, but I guess we'll replace Hitmonlee in here as well, just to get that done. Let's do that. Solrock, you can go in next. What do we got here? Any flow bonus? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll stick in. And we'll have to stick a few more in after this. So I think after this we'll actually go do the purification stuff that I was saying we were going to do. And I think I'm also going to stick the Amulet Coin in here because I don't think I'm going to need it that badly. So, let's see. There it is. Stick that in there. We'll just use the items that we have as our hold items for now. And yeah, so we'll save. I'll use the rare candies now just so I know I'm at 50. Because, like I said, we were thinking that we basically do the battle tomorrow. And I said, no, I'll get them to 50 by the time we're done today. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, you know what I'm going to do before I do this? Let me save. Just in case I accidentally press the wrong button and turn Agron at level 51 or some stupid shit like that. Because, you know, if I didn't save, that would... I mean, we'd only lose like 10 minutes of progress, but still... Alright, so Flareon's 50. That's good. And there's the stats for Flareon at 50. Not the quickest, but that's okay. Hasty actually makes it a little faster than it normally is, so, you know. Yeah, Gardevoir is kind of mediocre on speed, yeah. So it's not as fast as, like I said, I think a lot of people give it credit for. Because, like, again, I think a lot of people look at it and say, oh, fast Psychic type. But no, not quite. Breloom has nice special defense. That's fantastic. I'm glad we got that in there somewhere. Because that is a number that we'd like a lot around here. Alright, and Agron has almost 200 defense, level 50, and actually pretty good special defense considering as well, so I'm happy with that. Metal Sound. Special Agron, no thank you. If Metal Sound had more accuracy than Screech, because that's what it is, it's basically the special defense version of Screech. If it had more accuracy than Screech, I might even consider using it, but it doesn't, so it just doesn't trip my trigger whatsoever. Alright, you need 76, you need 87, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we won't get that in this battle. Greasix has a lot of Pokemon, and they're all level 50, but I think we're okay. In Shining Pearl, they stopped misleading people. Rare Candy literally tells you that you get experience and now that you gain a level. Imagine getting 70% of the next level and the remaining 30% of the current level would be nice. Yeah, it would be something, I guess. Like, it would make you say, oh, I wasted rare candy. I guess I should use it on something that's like, you know. I've always used rare candies when my bar is, like, almost empty anyway, though, because usually if it gets a little bit too far, I go, no, I'll just get it to the next level normally, because it feels like a waste of a rare candy then. Like, even as a kid I did that, so I guess it never fazed me too much. Here's the last of the Cypher Peons that we'll be fighting for now. I guess that lady in Gateon Port we won't be fighting because we're already done with our levels, but... I mean, she's probably pretty good. I just don't want to get above level 50 because that's the level that all of the final boss's regular Pokemon are, because Greevil has a regular Pokemon team that you can fight in order to unlock the secret ending, and his regular Pokemon are all level 50, so I don't want to go above that if I can afford not to. We should have a pretty good amount of wiggle room here, though. I mean, that's a lot of experience from one Pokemon, but I don't think we're going to be getting 7,000 of it, you know? So. Yeah, I'm still jonesing for using a Cacturne myself, to be honest, in like Black and White 1 or 2. I looked at its moveset though, and it's not exactly the best. Like, it's got some iffy-ish moves for its Gen 5 moveset. Like, I think the best... I mean, I guess you could use it as a special attacker. That wouldn't be too bad, because you could give it, like, Dark Pulse and, you know, Giga Drain and that sort of stuff, and it wouldn't be too bad. But it's... As a physical Pokemon, it gets, like... I mean, you could give it Seed Bomb by Tutor, and you could give it, like... I don't even know for Dark-type moves. I guess Feint Attack, but that's only, like, 60 base power. I usually like having moves that are, like, at least 80 for the end game, unless it's like Gen 3, in which case that's not really feasible because there aren't a whole lot of moves that are actually at that level of power in this generation. Boy, this looks familiar. We just did this on Mount Battle. Now watch me get critical experience points from the Fortress. My EXP will critical hit and Flareon will get to 51 and I'll have to reload my save. Oh, that would be funny. What if you overkilled and actually got more experience? I keep saying that in games, and I won't stop saying it because I think it'd be cool, but yeah. I'm probably going to end up I'm probably going to keep saying that anyway until we get to Final Fantasy X and that finally becomes a reality. Because if I remember correctly, in 10 you get more rewards from a battle if you overkill things, so I don't know how often we actually will overkill, but there you go. Yeah, Final Fantasy X is your game. Yep, if you like overkill, that's your game to play. Okay, so here's the team for now. Stats will probably alter by tomorrow because I'm going to be buying a whole bunch of stuff, vitamins that I'm going to shove in Salamance's mouth once he fully purifies, which will be a tomorrow thing. As far as I know, you can't give them to him right now. He won't actually accept them. So, ooh, another purification. That's Lickitung done. That's good. Where do I go to buy the vitamins anyway? I should have looked this up. Oh, Phaenax City. That's where you go for the vitamins. Okay. So we'll go there. We'll heal. I'll buy the vitamins now. I'm probably going to buy, like, 10 proteins. No, I have one. I'm going to buy 9 proteins. There you go. And then just spend, like, most of the rest of my money. I can't spend all of it, though. I got to keep some of it because I need to buy battle CDs, so I got to remember that part. Because I don't feel like doing any grinding with other trainers to get them because I really can't, to be fair. So I guess I'm going to buy until I have, like... I don't know, what's a good amount? Like, maybe $40,000? I don't think the battle CDs are that expensive, but I don't want to take a chance, so... I guess I'll just do it that way, and then we'll go from there. How much money does that leave me with? Oh, I can spend, like, $146,000. Okay, well, shopping spree! Off we go! Buy some HP ups, buy some carbos, buy some proteins, and off we'll be good to go. Honestly, we might not even get to the battle CDs today now that I'm thinking about it, because we're going to go purify stuff. And we're going to... What else did we need to do? Well, I don't know if we're even going to get to one-panel bingo today either. That's a thing, so... I mean, we'll still be able to get all the battle CDs done, but I'm just thinking about, like, all the things we have left to do today. I guess there isn't that much. Maybe we'll do a couple of them, and then we'll go back to them after that. So, you know what? Yeah, we'll go get the purifications done. We'll do a couple of them, and then we'll go do we'll go do a couple of the CDs, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll keep going after that. So, all right. So I need like 9 of these. Thank you. I have never spent this much money in one place in a Pokemon game before, unless it's in Kalos in the clothing shops. But for vitamins, I've never spent this much. So, let's see. So I want to get to 46, so that's 51,000 more dollars that I can spend. Let's see, so I've got 2 of these. I get 3 of these. I'll get, let's see, that'll bring me down to 68. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. I think we'll be like at 39, yeah, so we'll be okay. In terms of our money situation for buying those battle CDs. Hell, if I haven't any left, I guess I could buy more, but I'm not going to know until like after the battle tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. You get more gil and EXP if you remember correctly for getting an overkill, meaning overkilling bosses is worth. Yeah, because the bosses will give you a bunch of stuff for that then, yeah. This is why you don't buy steroids unless you need a hit on top. Yeah, I'm not usually all for buying vitamins. I almost never buy them, and I almost never use them. I pretty much just sell them. But in this very specific instance where I can't level up Salamence, giving it to them and actually getting a few points into its EVs might not be too bad. So I figured, well, I'm already getting a few from treasure chests, so I might as well use them. And it's not like I can use them on any of my other Pokemon, because we've had these 5 since, like, the second major dungeon, so they're all fully EV trained at this point. There's no doubt in my mind about that, so. Alright, let's do some purification. Actually, let me move some stuff so that I can purify these all at once. And then we'll go from there. Oh, there's one that's almost done. That's Lapras, okay. And Swellow's almost done, too. Oh, this is a shame. I mean, I guess I can do it later. It doesn't matter, because they'll get ready to purify, and we can just mass purify them next time, so no big deal. Snorlax, let's bring you out and find something that is ready to be purified, like these 4. We'll stick them in here, and then we'll just purify them. We'll do the rest next time. And Hitmonchan. Sorry, Lapras, you're almost done. We'll get you there. And Hitmonlee. I didn't even take the black belt from him. I was like, the Miracle Seed will work fine. But yeah, see how quick this goes? We just put like a bunch of these guys in here at the beginning of the stream. Or not even the beginning, it was like 45 minutes in. And they're already pretty well set to go. So, this goes pretty quick. Oh really? Where's their effort ribbons? Yeah. I mean, I could probably trade them onto Emerald and get them, but I don't know. At the very least, I know that vitamins wouldn't work, because the thing about vitamins, since I'm going to use them in this game, I guess I can explain how they work so that I don't have to say it for the rest of the Pokemon games that I play. I'll probably still end up doing that anyway later, but vitamins from Gen 3 forward only work if your Pokemon have 100 EVs in that specific stat or less. So, yeah, I know for a fact that they have that all done, or it wouldn't have any effect because they're already done with their EV training, so. Like, I can't imagine I went this whole game and they didn't get all their EVs, so. Oh, no, I know, I'm just over-explaining. You know how it is, that's how I usually do around here, I over-explain everything. So. Alright, what does Chansey get by purification? Thunderbolt, okay, I mean, if it evolves into Blissey, that's not too bad. You're going to have to do a little bit of work to get it to Blissey, though, because unless you have it in a Luxury Ball and give it the Soothe Bell, it only has, like, 140 happiness at the moment, I think. Because I think its base is 70, like everything else. Although it might be a little higher, because it's Chansey. So. But it gains 70 when you purify it, so. However much that would leave it at. But it's nice getting these out of the way now, because that means we don't have to purify as many Pokemon next time. Like, we'll still be purifying en masse, don't you worry about that, but it won't be as en masse. Okay, Lickitung gets Helping Hand. That's about the only good thing that it gets from purifying. I mean, it got Double Edge, but Double Edge. It might do about 50 damage at the most, after factoring in Stab and Lickitung's ridiculously low attack stat. I'm glad it got an evolution in Sinnoh, because it's a really... Lickitung's a really bad Pokemon. Like, even by comparison to other Pokemon within its own generation, it just doesn't have it. So... And again, most normal types in Generation 1 cower in the presence of both Tauros and Snorlax, so... Look at all these Helping Hands. Hitmonchan even gets Helping Hand. Nice. You're using a Licky and Shining Pearl, it still sucks. Yeah, I guess it's not great, but I guess it's a little better than Lickitung itself. So. I think it's just because Licky's stats are so balanced, and it doesn't have the advantage that Kingdra has of having an ability like Swift Swim, where it can take advantage of rain to capitalize on one of its lower stats. Because Kingdra, if I remember correctly, has... a pretty decent amount of... Ooh, high jump kick. That's not bad. A pretty decent amount of, like... It has balanced stats, kind of similar to Licky Licky, but I think its speed is one of its lower stats, if I remember right. And we got Mind Readers. I guess that's not bad. But with Swift Swim, its speed is a non-issue, basically. So I could be, you know, misremembering, but that's what I recall. Yeah, you have arms? Good. Here, take Helping Hand. Exactly. You feel like they changed the evolution method? You didn't have Ancient Power. It evolved going from 19 to 20. You were so lost. Lickitung, I don't think it's Ancient Power, actually, for Lickitung. I think, if I remember right, it's Rollout, but I could be misremembering that. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I could be. That could be what it is. It could be Rollout instead of Ancient Power. Like, I know that a good chunk of them need Ancient Power. Like, Yanma needs it to be Yanmega. Piloswine needs it to be Mamoswine. That sort of stuff, but... oh, okay. That'll work. But I think it's Rollout for Lickitung into Licky Licky, if I remember correctly. So... ooh, I can actually rotate you there. Not that you need it for the little bit that you have left. So, alright, who else is left? We got Mr. Mime, Doug Trios, those two. And then all that left to do. I mean, actually, that's not too bad in terms of what's left. It's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then Salamence is 12. On top of the 9 that we have in there. So we got like 21 left. Well, 20 now, but I guess that's not too bad. I can handle 20. And like I said, I'll sort out my my little PC sorting problem for next time as well, so. Let's take a look how many we have left in the save. Yeah, we got 20 left total. Okay, cool. Yeah, 11 in the actual PC, 1 more for Salamence, and then the 9 that are in there, so. Oh no, yeah, it would be because we only have 20 left, so what am I missing? Oh, because I put Mr. Mime in. So yeah, there's 10 in the PC now, there's 1 in my team, so that's 11, and then there's 9 that are actually in the chamber, so that's a total of 20 left. I was missing something for a minute there, but that's okay. Oh, you know what we didn't do? I just forgot about this. We didn't go to Cidadark Isle to grab the last battle CD. That'll take like 2 minutes, so we'll go grab that right now. And then we'll go off and we'll demonstrate the CDs. We'll just do the first couple, I think, because they're usually pretty simple, if I recall correctly, and then we'll keep going on the next episode. But yeah, we're going to do all of the battle CDs, all in, not one sitting, but we're going to do all of them. And that's probably why it's going to take me until Tuesday to finish the post-game. Although, to be fair, if I was doing Ore Coliseum and the rest of Mount Battle, it would take me an additional, like... Mount Battle would take 1 more stream. Ore Coliseum would probably, if I got the team properly trained up, it would probably take, like, 2 more, so... We'd have, like, a total of 3 more episodes after this if we did that stuff, but... It's alright. Okay, Lapras is ready, Swellow's almost ready. I'll probably, like, go to the PC and take them out when we get to Real Gem Tower so that I can... Actually, I could use the PC here because Swellow will probably be ready once I get up there. So... But yeah, so the post-game in this one isn't really all that great. I mean, it's not... I guess it's not that long. It's a little longer than Coliseum's. But Coliseum, technically its post-game lasted longer than I played it because you had the stuff in battle mode, so... Well, this adds to my little quote-unquote headcanon thing, because apparently Greevil is still here. There's Swellow. And like I said originally, now I think the reason why he's still here is because this is supposed to be like, oh, well, time reset to just before you beat the final battle, but all the Shadow Pokemon are still caught, or something like that. I think that's the official way that they pronounce it, but my headcanon is that he's basically here awaiting trial, and this is as close to a prison as you can get. He can't really leave the island anyway because they have him under... It's almost like being under house arrest, essentially, while you await trial. So, at least that's my thought process, anyway. You thought it was in the Ancient Power Club? Yeah. It's probably the logic that they used. Yeah, you have arms? Good. Here, take Helping Hand. Fancy-ass speed boost. Yeah, getting me a little shortcut to get me up here, that's for sure. What does he have now, anyway? So he has an entire team of 6 non-Shadow Pokemon now that you've caught all of them. We're actually going to see them because I'm going to demonstrate them when we do the secret ending. Like I said, it probably won't be next episode, though, because we're going to be doing the battle CDs in the next episode, and those will probably take the entire episode, if I'm being completely honest, so. Alright, Dugtrio, you can go there. And, I guess I'll stick Salamence in there at the moment, because he's doing pretty good in terms of just walking around, but I want him to be done, basically, for the next episode, because we're going to be doing the Link battle on the next one, so it'll be good to get him out of the way real quick. Do I still have flow on any set? At the moment, I'm not sure. I guess I can look. Here, hang on. Let me see. I mean, we have the max flow, which is 4, but... Okay, there we go. We got flow on Scyther's set, so that's still good. We're still maintaining a little bit of flow, even though I still don't have any idea how the little bonus works. So. No, it's cool. You can still use counterfeit cartridges for the GBA games because you have your original authentic Ruby cartridge and it trades to the fake carts all A-okay. Oh, that's nice then. You think you got it? Okay, well, let's go take a look, actually, so we can see. The thing it's connected to needs to beat the Shadow Pokemon. In terms of, like, its attacks? Here, let me go look, actually, so we can figure out. Maybe there's a reason. Let's see. So let's go back to Scyther's set. There it is. So it needs to be, like, this beats Psychic, but this beats Bug or Flying, is what you're saying. Okay, I think that's actually probably fair. Yeah, that would make sense. So if it's, like, a backwards and forwards, it increases the flow bonus. Okay. Like, if it's super effective one way and the other way, then, yeah. I suppose that makes sense, then, with why this game has so many dual-type Pokemon. Because then you have more advantages of getting a flow bonus. That's interesting. I never really thought about that, but that's a good call. That's a good call, Maury. Like I said, I didn't even think about that. Alright, we got all the battle CDs, technically. There are some of them that we have that are double-sided, so we have the B-side already because, I mean, they're double-sided. That doesn't mean we don't have the B-side. We can't access them just yet, but we can get it in a little bit once we beat the A-side. And then there's a few that we don't have access to just yet, but we need to beat certain ones in order to get access to them. 9, 13, 17, 25, 26, and 30 are not available to us at the moment because they're all in the shop once you've beaten a few of the other ones. 34 is a dual-sided one, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 48, and that's it. So we've got access to all of them. We just need to buy the ones that are from the shop and then beat the A-sides in order to get them, so. But yeah, let's go back to Realgam Tower. We'll demonstrate a battle CD or two before we call it a day here, just for the hell of it. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk around a whole bunch, get all of the Shadow Pokemon ready to be fully purified. We'll probably do the Link battle in the next episode, and then I will save any purifications other than Salamence's for, like, probably Tuesday's episode. So we'll do it, like, right before we do the secret ending, basically. But we'll purify Salamence next time, so... You won't withhold information from me, kid me. Imagine you literally got an expensive AF upgrade to your scooter for free because saving the world. Boy, that would be nice. Oop, wrong door. I'm so used to going in the Battle Bingo door, I've never used this door except for just to check what was in here the original time. So. Alright, so you guys can just hang out for now, that's fine. And let's do this. That is fair, yep, pretty much. Get that scooter, I gotta save the world, so I think that's the least that they could ask for. But yeah, so since we've bought all the battle CDs before this, if we try to buy them again, I think she'll tell us that there aren't any new ones in stock, yeah. And then this is your hint, she'll tell you, hey, use the ones that you've already got, because once you clear the 3 that you have, you'll get new releases. But we've got all the other ones at the moment already, so... So let's demonstrate what battle CDs exactly do. Let's take a look at the battle sim. And we'll do the first one because it's a pretty easy tutorial to battle sims. So, flying versus flying. Predict the opponent's moves to win. Not too difficult, and actually before you even do the battle CD, you can even check it. see which Pokemon you'll be using and what you're exactly expected to do in that battle. So this battle has a 2-turn limit. You have to beat it in 2 turns. It's a single battle, and you have to win the battle in order to clear it. You're given a Pidgeot with these moves, and you have to beat this Tropius with this move. Usually when the AI has moves like that, they'll usually use them in a set order, so they'll start at the top, and then if they have, like, let's say they have 4 moves in a battle like this, they'll start at the top of the list and they'll go all the way down. That doesn't always work, but it's usually a pretty good catch-all, so. Alright, so let's use this one and demonstrate it. Yep, just simulations for these ones. That's why Folly and Trudley didn't like these battles, because they couldn't keep the Pokemon afterwards, so. Hey, who else has a hover scooter? It's cool AF. Michael's literally a walking advertisement for the target audience. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Alright, begin the battle. Let's take a look at the sim. Haven't seen this since the beginning of the game. Hell, we didn't even see the entrance in the original part of the game. We just saw the sim end. But now we can see the sim begin. It's pretty cool. I actually really like the transitions because everybody zaps in here and then it like jumps, the lights jump up, and it's really cool. It's really high fidelity. I like it. Okay, there's the Tropius. Here's our Pidgeot. Literally the coolest thing ever. 2005 was a wild time for this stuff. Alright, so let's double edge it because it's slower than me. If you looked at its speed stat back when we checked it, you'll know that it's a little slower. Now Tropius will use Fly in this battle. I'm going to get hit with Recoil, but that's okay. I'm not going to be taking any other damage. It will hit you with Fly on the next turn. So you don't want to use Agility or Feather Dance because of the fact that you need to win this in 2 turns. If you draw, then you draw, and you have to redo the battle. But what you may not know is that Gust actually hits Pokemon that are in midair from Fly, and it hits them for double damage. So this should be enough to KO Tropius. And also drop it like 75% out of the sky while we're at it. So that's fun. But yeah, these usually aren't too bad for now. They'll get a lot harder later, but we'll go from there. There is one other battle CD that I want to demonstrate for a very particular reason before we end the episode, because I'm basically going to clear it off screen because it's totally down to a factor of luck. You have no say in whether or not you win. It's just based on whether or not you get lucky. So I'll demonstrate that in just a moment. But first, before we do that, we get a little reward for clearing the battle CDs as well. Not a bad way to get a few extra items. This one gives you a super potion. Mostly it'll be just a few healing items and stuff. I might even have to sell a few of them because, well, I'm not going to have room in my inventory for a lot of them, so. Gust, Thunder, Twister, and Rock Slide. Yeah, those work when they're in midair, yep. Don't tell me we have to see this animation every time. You do. Yeah, that's true. You do have to see it every single time, unfortunately, but. Well, if we're doing them all at once like this, it might get old for some people, but I don't know. I get a kick out of it, so. This is why I want to demonstrate Battle CD 35, by the way, because it's the Metronome Cup. Waggle that finger and try your luck. So here's what you do. You get a Cleffa and a Togepi. They both have just Metronome. They're both level 5. And you fight a Geodude and a Machop. And they both have Metronome, and they're both level 5. So good luck. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then I will clear it off screen while I'm walking around because I don't feel like spending 2 hours waiting for Metronome to actually work for me. So. Sky Uppercut too. Yeah, Sky Uppercut as well. That was one of its like defining traits as a fighting move, is that it could hit stuff in midair, so. Alright. So let's demonstrate this one, and then I'll just do it off screen so we can see what it gets me. I forget what the reward for this one is. I want to say a full heal, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, Machop with Metronome. Pure luck indeed, absolutely. Nothing else we can do, just gotta hope that luck is on our side. Sounds kind of interesting, to be honest. Do you remember this one? Yeah, Smackdown, that's the other move, yeah, that works in midair, is Smackdown from Gen 5, yep. One of the only physical rock-type moves with 100% accuracy. Might even be the only one, now that I think about it. There are other rock moves that have 100% accuracy, but they're often special attacks from Gen 4 on, so. Alright, Cleffa, Togepi, let's Metronome and see what we get. So Machop, I think, moves first, and then you move, and then Geodude moves last, so it gives you a little bit of breathing room, but not much. Octazooka. Boy, that's fun. Oh, okay, so you move last, which I guess puts you at a bit of a disadvantage here, but whatever. We might even have some speed ties, so that might be why. Rock Smash, that's super effective. I hope I get Giga Drain and one-shot the Geodude. That'd be fantastic. I probably will get Giga Drain, but it'll hit Machop just to spite me. Dragon Claw. Okay, that's kind of fun. Togepi using Dragon Claw. Shades of it eventually evolving into a fairy type, saying, "What the hell are you doing? Dragon moves? Blast me. Only Altaria is allowed to do that." What do we get? Explosion. Did somebody say explosions? I hope you get, like, Thunderbolt next turn. That'd be kind of cool if you, like, KO'd Machop with a Metronome T-Bolt after just metronoming Charge. Charge doesn't raise special defense in this gen, unfortunately, so it would be kind of cool if it did. Sheer Cold! Oh, God. Okay, thank you. That gave me a miniature heart attack. I skipped a beat there for a second. Probably because I remember Machop having no guard. False Swipe, okay. I get stabbed, so I guess that's okay. I mean, that did 5, so it's not bad. Yeah, Paris Song. You one-shot the Geodude with Horn Drill. Hit the lottery on that one. Yeah, it sounds like it. Holy shit. You were hoping that was gonna hit, yeah. It would have been pretty funny if it did. I would have laughed, but it would have been a little unfortunate, I guess. That Paris Song would be kind of funny. Yeah, that's an instant tie. Unfortunately for me, a tie doesn't really work, so... So Clef is getting all the support moves. I mean, I guess Barrier's okay, because that means if you guys get physical moves, it won't, like, hurt me as much. But, you know. Thankfully, there are no, like, turn limits on this battle. It just is whenever you clear it, so... He got charged that time. Togepi, what you got? Okay, Bite. That's... If it's on Geodude, it might be okay. Yeah, okay. Because that's 6. Mostly you want the special attacks to go to Geodude because it has, like, no special defense, so... A Water Pulse. A Geodude using Water Pulse. I thought I'd never see the day. Yeah, waggle that finger is right. Basically, we're just spinning the wheel the whole time here. I got Fly. I don't know why that's so funny to watch, but it's just hilarious. Cleffa's like, I must go. My people on the moon need me. I don't know why it's so funny just watching it levitate off the ground. But it's just silly. I just hope it's on Machop, because then I will cape. Yes. It actually hit. I might poison both of them, and then we might actually win. This is ridiculous. I mean, the battle's fun for, like, the first couple of times, just because you get completely silly. Oh, Poison Gas doesn't hit both. I forgot. In this gen, I think it only hits one. Oh, no, it's got soft-boiled. Well, I guess it only lost a little HP anyway, so it's probably okay. Alright, please hit Machop, Cleffa. Come on now. Okay, good. Oh, it didn't even kill. Damn it. That's so silly. Well, okay, we got the poison ticking on Geodude, so that's helpful as long as he doesn't keep getting, like, healing moves. Can Geodude and Machop even learn Metronome normally? No, they cannot. Secret power. Okay, if it's on Cleffa, it might not hurt too bad. Oh, it hurt too bad. Okay. Cleffa, your defense isn't very high. I mean, we can potentially pull this off. We just got to get rid of Machop and then maybe get, like, a... Okay, if that's on Geodude, this might actually work. Yes! Oh man, this might actually work. I might not actually have to do it off screen if I get lucky with this metronome or the next turn of metronomes. Yeah, that was with Barrier too. Yeah, Machop is pretty strong. Sweet Scent. Okay, now get like Fissure next turn and hit it. Because I just got Sweet Scent to drop your evasiveness. Oh man, this is silly. I'm having fun with it even though I know it's probably going to cuck me here in a minute, but you know. Camouflage. That'll turn you... Oh, okay, you're a water type now. That's kind of funny. Alright, just get damaging moves. That's all we need now. Damaging moves. There's like 400 of them. Just pick one. Flatter. That is not a damaging move. Togepi, that is not going to help. I mean, I guess it's confused now. So that's okay. It might hurt itself and finish this up. Or Cleffa could finish it off if it picks a good move here. Just don't be Explosion now. Poison Fang. Perfect. There we go. We're done. I don't have to do it off screen. It's over. Metronome Cup victory. Victory is mine. Yeah, Popcorn Battle CD, indeed. Just sit back and let it happen. Okay, GG indeed. We're done. I don't have to do the luck-based battle CD anymore because we got it first try. Perfect. It was currently a plant move and special, you think? Yeah, I think that it was, I don't know if Secret Power turns special, to be honest. I think it's always physical, but it might have been a grass-type move there. I forget how Secret Power works. You'd think I'd know since I used it in the last game, but I'd have to look back. X accuracy. Okay. Machop could have used that, but oh well. There we go. Alright, so there's a little demonstration of battle CDs. We'll be back on the next episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness's post-game, the Stream Edition, to do a whole bunch more of them. We'll probably also do the Link battle that Steve wanted to do, because I said I would be ready to go for tomorrow's stream to do that. So we'll probably do that, like, I'll get on the stream and I'll purify Salamence on screen so we can see the purification ceremony. Then we'll do the Link battle, and then we'll do the rest of the battle CDs. I'll save the one-panel battle bingo until we're done with the battle CDs. Then we'll do that, and then we'll do the secret ending, and then the game will be over. But that's it for today's episode, so thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I'll probably have about 2 more hours worth of playtime on the next episode when we get started with the next set of battle CDs, because I'm going to be walking around doing purification, but it might not even take that long, so we'll see on tomorrow's episode at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Yeah, good water pulse, to be honest. Yeah, it was very helpful. Imagine if you didn't get a water move at all. Oh, that would have been a bad luck run, that's for sure. You once had Heatran's signature move in a level 5 Togepi, not in this Pokemon game. Yeah, that could... Magma Storm would probably have helped in that battle if we could get it, so... First run of Soul Silver. You hatched Togepi, got it, Metronome. First move, Judgment! Okay. That Togepi was chosen by the gods. Yes, the stream did not die spontaneously. Let's hope it stays that way. I don't even know when the power company is going to get rid of that branch. Hopefully it's sometime soon. We can hardly even get off our street! We have to go up the street the wrong way to get off of it. Like, come on, guys. Isn't that a hazard? I don't know. Maybe it's not as much of a hazard as the rest of the city. I don't know. I got nothing.